All right, hello everybody. For those of you who are already in, just stand by just for a second. We are getting everything, or I should say, I am getting everything up and running here, and we've got a lot to cover tonight. We've got severe weather in the Dakotas, but even more than that, we've got the canyon fire burning in Ventura County. We got live shots of that going on, including on the ground and in the air. And we're going to be getting to all that here on the Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on Starship Adventures. And the show begins now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My name's Ian, and this is Starship Studios. We are live in North Fort Myers. And there you go. There's our studio. We are going to be with you guys for a while tonight covering this breaking news as it happens. We are covering again the brush fire in out in California, and it's it's called the Canyon Fire. It's in Ventura County, and we've got a number of shots there. Also, severe weather getting ready to go in the Dakotas. Looks like South Dakota, or wait a minute, no, I'm wrong. North Dakota, It's your big night. Notice the circle, the gold circle is like mostly circling the whole state. That's where it's going to be, a little bit into South Dakota, a little bit maybe to the east. Yeah, but for the most part here, it's going to be a North Dakota problem tonight. We do have 4 storm chasers out there. Let me see if I can find my. I think I lost one. I lost one. We'll find him again. Okay, so we got the 3 storm chasers there on the left, and we have the again the Ventura fire, the Canyon fire. In Ventura County, California, on the top. The Texas protest. I'm not sure if it's going on, but I just realized the video we're showing, I think, is from last night. I'm not 100% sure. I am going to eventually replace that one out because I'm relatively sure this was last night, not tonight. People are so bad about spoofing these things. Live videos, and it really upsets me. I can't stand it. Anyway, let's get back over to that, and we'll see what we got. Anyway, this is the upper one here above me. It's the one I'm talking about. I'm gonna probably switch this one out because I remember that dude talking yesterday in that same shirt. So I do believe this is old. Let's go ahead and find something else to go in that hole. I wanted to get live really because these are great shots coming in of the Canyon Fire. From 2 of the local affiliates there in California. I'm also, we are going to pull up the flight tracker, and we'll be doing a little bit of flight tracker stuff tonight too, as we keep an eye on this fire. Just get that ready on the side here. Why is it making me log in? Come on, yeah. All the services I use, just so you guys know, all the services I use, generally speaking, I pay for in one way or another. I'm either a data contributor, or in the case of Flight Radar, I pay for it. For Broadcastify, I provide them with 4 free feeds, and I get a premium membership. And or we build the software ourselves. That's something we're starting to do quite a bit. We've already built our first one here, and we're talking about distributing it soon, so that's going to be cool. All right, let me figure out where we're at here. Excuse me for, I'm not 100% versed in everything. Okay, Ventura County is northwest of LA proper. So we're going to be up in this area here.
Engine 136, move up to cover fire station 79. Engine 136, move up to cover fire station 79. Engine 134, move up to
Let me
cover
put this
fire
in multi-mode.
114.
It's been a while since I've used the flight tracker much. We don't, I'll put this up so you can see it here in just a minute, once I can get it all set up.
117, 133, move up to cover fire station 129. 133,
I need to do 2 things. I need to take the flags off, and that's right here.
Squad 37 cancel.
There we go. And then I need to turn it into multi-mode, which is over here. Multi-select. Okay, let me see what I got here. Let me see where that is.
Twin 10 Squad 45, sick ALS 2213, turn Bay Lane.
Okay, there we go. All right, and then that needs to go like this. Sorry, guys. This fire kind of snuck up on me just a bit. I wasn't sure exactly what we were going to cover tonight, and then this just popped up. The Canyon Fire is right on the LA County side of Ventura County. It's right along the deal there, the county line. Let's go ahead and let me show you where we're talking about here. This is the fire that's Ventura County that's outlined there, with LA County here to the right towards Santa Clarita, and then right here you see the Canyon Fire. There it is, and here we go. There's the latest information on how big the Canyon Fire is. It looks like Peru Canyon Road here is closed down completely on the way back to the picnic areas there, and it looks like it's going to be coming up behind the Valverde subdivision area here. But that's what we're looking at right now, and that's what we've been looking at on the screens and everything there. And then we also are going to be tracking the flights. You can see here on the flight tracker, we've got a number of choppers. I've highlighted the choppers. They're red. And you can see all the different choppers that are operating in the area there, which ones they are, what names they are. And there you go. There's a lot of activity right there. At least one or two of those planes are probably spotting for forestry as well. Sometimes it's easier to spot in a plane, because if you're wanting to spot from further up, you can get in a plane and fly around all day long at a certain flight level. When you're in a chopper, it's a lot more difficult to make observations. It's also a lot more difficult to be a solo pilot doing things like that. We have got a lot of choppers out here, guys. I think 6 is all it will let me select. Yeah, it's rolling them off the other end as I select them. But there is a lot of choppers up here right now. They have got the entire Air Force on this thing up there. So there you go. That's the resources we've got on the fire. Now let's get back to the grid so we can see what's going on. We've got live shots up top. All 3 of the live shots up top. We've got a man that's in his car driving there. He's going around the mountain there to try to get us some more shots of the fire. We also have 2 chopper shots live right now from 2 different affiliates up there. We're getting these shots coming in. That one on the right so far away, you got to really look at it to see if it's still moving, but it is. All right, and the scanner feeds. I do have scanner feeds up. I haven't heard much from them. I think they've moved to another channel or something here, because I'm no longer hearing anything. I'm going to turn on some other channels. This is LA County D3 Trio and Command. And it looks like there's something on there. Let me listen to this.
LA, affirm. I'm having NBC issues. That call never made it to me.
Battalion 15, copy. Twin 20, move back to fire station 20. Twin 20, you're released to move up, move back to fire station 20. Engine 17, move up to cover fire station 15. Engine 17, move up to cover fire station 15.
Hey, Junior. Yeah, it's Ventura County. Wow, I don't know where everybody's at tonight. I figured with an active fire and everything, and everything going on, I figured we'd get some more folks in. We'll give it some time though. I got in just a little before 9. Let's see how it goes here. The video in the center right, I'm switching out because I believe that has rotated back to last night's video. I am not aware of any protests going on. I have searched for any protests that are going on, and I don't.
Engine 171, squad
I'm not
58,
coming back with
6
anything.
ALS 38th District 5537 South Verdun Avenue. Engine and squad 7, bleed ALS Los Cienega Boulevard and Santa Monica.
I do have this one guy I'll put up, but I put him up the other day, and he goes down here every night to where the ICE protests were. It's kind of pathetic. He goes down here every night looking for a protest, and most nights there's not one there. I'll put his little window, no, I'll put it right over here.
Engine 47, exposure
right there.
BLS 10144 Bogue Street.
There you go. He may just be playing the same video night after night as a live. I don't know. But let's leave it up for a minute and see what it looks like.
64, you're clear.
Oh, good. We got ads playing. I love it.
LA Squad 32, are we canceled?
Squad 32, affirmative.
32, copy.
Quinton, squad 116, person unconscious, 95 District 15712 Stillman Street. Engine 73, squad 104, chest pain, Lyons Avenue and Valley Street.
Yep, and if you guys want to take a look here, this is the, we're taking another look here at, not that, damn it, flight tracker. There we go.
Exposure, BLS
This is
47.
flight tracker again. I want you guys to notice where we're at. This is that, remember I told you
9482,
there's a
squad 19,
subdivision
6
there?
ALS 463.
I said there's a subdivision there it's going to come into. This is that subdivision right here. And the choppers are working this area right here. It almost is as if they're, I think they're laying down lines, trying to keep it from getting up into this, into these subdivisions. That's a commercial district. Further up the road here, lots of residential here, and some fairly dense residential here. But this is that kind of residential you get here in Florida and California and a lot of other places where we like that forest interface. And that interface is the dangerous spot. Anytime the forest meets the houses, that's normally where you're going to have problems. Now, what they're probably doing is they're dropping water over here, and they're picking it up over here at this lake. See the loops? They're picking the water up over here, and they're bringing it over here, and they're dropping it here between these houses and the fire. The fire is sitting right here right now. And look, these choppers are coming over. See, he just did the loop there. That was him checking to make sure. And he comes down, and boom, he lays his water in, and then he's out, and he's back around. This guy's going to come in this way now. If there's a wind, they'll generally, lay the water down going into the wind. But it really, I don't think that's a big factor today, but I'm not sure. I will check that next. They're putting it in there all different ways. I was a firefighter for a living, so this stuff really interests me. We had a lot of brush fires down here. They weren't nearly like these incidents up there. If we had 40 engines on a brush fire down here, that's a big brush fire. Up there, they put 400 engines on a brush fire. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, all right, I'm looking for any protesting around the country right now. In the meantime, let's get back to the main grid.
LA facility 2, can you help me on that signal from that
Patrol 82.
Yeah, that's last night. Yeah, I hate that. God bless. These people, they literally just they'll take a video they got from somewhere and they'll just turn it around over and over and over and over again. All right, I'm going to put a rolling shot of New York. These are all shots from New York. We'll put that up just for a minute. Let me take that Texas protest down. There we go. That's just some rolling shots of New York right there. I haven't used this one in a while. I like this one. This is a bunch of different shots there from the TV stations and from the big buildings and different corporations there that have web cameras. All right, let's see here. That upper left corner, that guy went to get gas. He was at the fire. He's now going to get gas. The middle one there, looks like we've lost a structure. We've got a structure on fire, it looks like right there. Yeah. And then the one upper right, that's also the canyon fire as well. So all three of the top row, the canyon fire. The left side, we've got 3 storm chasers on standby in South Dakota, waiting for this to develop. And you can see it starting to move into our warned area here. The area in the 2 gold circles, the stuff in the side, the middle gold circle, that's going to be obviously the highest risk. We have 4 storm chasers up here. Let me see. We got 5 actually, but one of them is not transmitting a video. So let's see who I've got and who I don't have. That's Tornado Peggy. I got them. And this is Vents, Project Weather Eye. And also I've got Aaron J. Jack. And of course the last one down here, let's see what they've got. Nope, stream loading. We're having issues with these last 2 guys here with their stream stabilize. Not wanting to stabilize. Not sure what's going on there. I'm going to put it right over here so we can just keep an eye on it. And let me slide this in just a little bit.
Station BLS 42.
Go, and then I'll move this over. We'll see if his stream comes back up.
Engine 87,
right.
traffic collision, BLS, Baldwin Park Boulevard.
But there's all your guys. They're waiting because as these supercells right here, what we're waiting for, believe it or not, is we're waiting for these supercells as they move into this warned area right here. You see this big area? That's where we have the highest potential for severe weather. So as these storms move into this area here during the overnight or early, probably during the evening hours, that's when we possibly could see some tornadic activity along there, and that's why we're seeing them starting to stack up there along that highway. And this stuff will start to intensify even more as it moves to the east. Right now, nothing but severe thunderstorm warnings, and we've got some flood warnings back over here from earlier storms. We'll have to see if this aggravates that. This is your Canadian border up here, so this complex up here is actually a Canadian problem. All right, so there we go. Let's just keep that right on there, and we'll keep that rolling. There's not a lot much else to talk about in the country. That is the only area where there's any kind of threat of severe weather, but there is somewhat of a threat there tonight as these storms traverse this circle right here. We could see something, so we're going to keep that up. Down here in the corner, we've got the single protester that goes out every night down to the federal building trying to relive the past, and he goes down there every night. He's a protester looking for a protest. If anybody wants to protest and you need a protester, I can give you his screen name so you can look him up and let him know where your protest is, and he'll come protest with you. He's just looking for a place to protest, folks, that's all. All right, hey, how's it going? Is it I'm not sure how to pronounce that, to be honest. How big's the fire? Not sure, but let me get you some info on it. Stand by. I was just doing that and I got sidetracked. All right, let me pull this over here. Uh,
Trophy 26 is Battalion 18, you're released to move out Battalion 18.
with AI, it's all about how you talk to it.
161.
You got to tell it exactly what you want, just right. Okay, so here's the latest information on the fire. So here we go. It's it's 20 after 9 here, and it's 20 after 6 there. Sunset there is going to be in about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. Let's see. This fire, we're currently talking about the Ventura County fire called the Canyon Fire, and this is the latest information. It ignited about 1:30 p.m. local time. Now remember, they're 3 hours behind us here on the East Coast. This was, still about 4 or 5 hours, about 5 hours ago. It burned over 1.6 square miles so far. It's burned over 1.6 square miles. Okay, now we normally measure these things in acres. So they're measuring this sumbitch in miles. That's a big brush fire. Zero containment. As of late Thursday afternoon, containment stands at 0%, with the fire continuing to spread eastward towards that community we were just talking about. And now it's going to come into that community after dark, it looks like. That could be a bad situation there. Evacuations in Los Angeles County. Remember, I told you it's going to cross the line into LA County here before long. It is mostly moving west to east. That's the way the winds are blowing. And 4,200 residents and 1,400 structures currently under mandatory evacuation order. An additional 12,500 residents are under evacuation warnings. They are on evacuation standby. Ventura County evacuations. 56 people were evacuated from the Lake Peru recreation area. That's the one I showed you on the map a few minutes ago. The roads up in that area are all closed off at this time. Firefighting deployment, approximately 250 firefighters currently deployed, supporting and fighting the fire both by air and by land. Environmental conditions fueled by the fire, extreme heat, low humidity, and rugged terrain are all tending to make this a very difficult fire for the guys to fight out there tonight. Location and proximity to past fires. Burning in Los Padres National Forest south of Lake Peru. Is that Peru? I guess it's pronounced. I'm butchering it. I'm from the other side of the country. Sorry. Near the same region impacted by the Hughes fire earlier this year. That could be good news. If it burns into an area that has already burned in the last 6 months to a year, although there'll be a lot of new growth, there won't be any underbrush, and this could be it could get into an area where it'll be a lot easier to fight, because we're not going to be fighting years of buildup of underbrush. 2025 wildfires in context. In 2025, California has already suffered 221,000 acres burned in wildfires. Combined, that's CAL FIRE and U.S. Forestry Service numbers. This year's rate is significantly higher than the 5-year average of 125,000. So we're almost at double so far the annual average. Fire hazard planning. Let's see, local fire history. The mountain fire in 2024, a similar blaze, burned nearly 20,000 acres, destroyed 243 structures, injured 10 people. Persistent elevated fire risk. Forecasters had warned of another extreme Santa Ana wind event, raising heightened fire danger across Ventura County. Multiple brush fires in the region were already being battled earlier in the week. So they're still fighting fires from earlier in the week, and now we've got this big, huge one here come out. This thing is 0% containment, guys. So that means it's going to be going on for a while. I'm probably, when I get off of here, I may put up a Ventura Fire live feed for overnight. I'll probably set that up so that we can feed that out on the new scanner system. We are listening to the scanner feeds, but I'm telling you guys, I think they've moved to a channel we don't get or something. We are listening to the one that's got the most listeners. There is another one they've got listed here. Let's see what this one is. This is Ventura County Fire Channel 1, 2, 5, and 8. And I don't have this one on the other, so let me just leave that there. Go back over here.
Engine 44, squad 32, SIC ALS 1310 East Royal Oaks Drive.
Rescue 14, show you en route with engine 14 to the stabbing, 456 East Adamset Boulevard.
Okay, California and then Ventura.
13, 13 on command
118 South Neighbors Avenue.
Metro from Rescue 2, can you have the PR come meet us out in the streets to identify the victim? LA Agent 42.
42, go ahead.
LA Agent 42, restart ambulance towards my destination.
Q2, Roger. We'll have the RV come out and meet you.
Rescue 2.
Penetration 13, if we don't find a auto pit, better call back. Engine 13, Roger, we'll try to call back. You know, I make patient contact.
Boy, that Ventura scanner is really low. Let me see if I can boost it.
1935 medical 41, unknown medical 911 hang up 610 Broussard.
258, cancel.
Yeah, I'm going to start turning everything else down a little bit because I'm going to have to run everything really hot to get that one to come through. So I'm turning everything else down a little bit. Let's see if we can trim that out there. All right, let me save my changes. All right, we're using Broadcastify, a great service, Broadcastify. All you have to do is set up one stream at your house.
Rescue 14, staging at Pedro and Adams.
You set up one stream coming from your house of your local police or ham radio or something, and boom, next thing you know, you get a free account. As long as you're streaming, you get a free account. You can do dashboards. You can set up all your own dashboards. It's really cool with all the different things you want to listen to and what ear you want to listen to them in and all that. It also allows you 6 months of archive of every scanner in the world. It's pretty cool.
Engine in spot 40, person unconscious, 9403 East
13, confirming you made patient contact.
These guys are literally chilling out waiting for this storm to get there.
Engine 13, not yet. Or route block.
Uh-oh, our guy ran into a roadblock down here. They gonna let him by as a member of the media?
Engine 86, spot 64, medical rescue, Foothill Boulevard and East Avenue.
We're not going to need the air flood.
I don't know if you guys know this, but according to the Constitution,
Squad 64.
everybody's media.
Can you show us at hospital 141?
Law enforcement likes to tell people, hey, you're not media. But the truth is, if you got a camera and you're disseminating that to the public as news, you are media. Don't have to be money involved or any of that. What I'm doing right now is media. And whether I go out there with my work or I go out there with Starship Adventures on my chest, doesn't matter. I'm media. So they should, hopefully they'll let him go by. I guess they did, yeah. Or did he turn around? I didn't see it. Shit.
1981 medic 663 testing Milwaukee
Director
Southbound
13,
Transit Center.
Station GOA, cancel rescue. Engine 13, roger, patient GOA, rescue 13, cancel.
Stroke 101, 875 Bonita Avenue, engine 101, acknowledge voice.
LA, engine 101.
Engine 24, squad 37, person unconscious, read 636 Medical Center Drive.
All right, I just want to say hi to everybody. Hey, Galactic, Junior, Brandon. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in tonight. And yeah, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. And also to the other folks out there that are lurking in, come on in, hang out with us. We're here every night. We cover whatever's going on in the world out there. And tonight it happens to be the Canyon Fire in Ventura County, California, where we've had over an entire square mile burn in this fire so far. And it is approaching neighborhoods in Los Angeles County at this time. And they're currently up there working it with multiple buckets, trying to lay down some wet lines so they can keep it from coming in behind there. Just take a quick look over at the flight tracker. Let me get it up here. There we go. I could make a bunch of jokes, but I won't. Okay, there's that. Here we go. We got our 6 choppers that are currently working there. You guys can see that. We literally have 6 choppers working the fire, and you can see them all right. Actually, there's 8. There's 2 more up here getting water. My God, that must be a hell of a thing to have to run. Look at these choppers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down here 6, 7. See, some of them are getting their water from this lake, and some of them are getting their water from this lake. They'll split them up between a bunch of different lakes just to try to keep them. The more separation you can keep between aircrafts, the better. And that's usually just, the goal is just to keep separation. See, I don't know. I think it'll only let me put 6 on here. Yeah, it just keeps running them off the other end. But yeah, I actually do have about 8 choppers up here right now. The fire is right here. It's literally right here where I'm circling, and it's approaching this neighborhood right down here. It's coming into the back of this neighborhood here, and then there's a big commercial area here as well. And it's going to come right up behind this. So look what they're doing. You can see all the lines here. They are putting in wet lines. They're literally, there's different words for it, black lining, whatever you want to call it. They're going in there and they're laying row after row of water, or retardant, whatever. These guys are laying water. The planes lay retardant. And you can see what they're doing. They fly down here, they drop their water, they fly back up here, and they go over this lake up here, and they scoop up more water. Some of these use like a ram scoop, other ones have a bucket. And the same thing's happening over here. These guys fly an out route out to the lake and then back in again. So that way they're all only traveling in like a big circle here. And here's where they're trying to stop this thing from coming up behind this neighborhood right here. So that's what we're looking at. That's the aircraft tracker. And if we didn't have, I might switch this out in the main grid here in just a few minutes, because the storm chasers are basically just waiting for something to happen at this point. Well, what the hell just happened?
Rescue 1, you were canceled. Update your status.
There we go. Now it's loading. Sometimes when I come back from something else, it decides not to load all the little screens. I don't know why it does that. It just has a mind of its own. I don't know. Anyway. All right, so welcome everybody. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. It's 9:34 on the East Coast, 6:34 on the West Coast, and we are monitoring the canyon fire in Ventura County. We're also monitoring severe weather as it moves into North Dakota, and we've got 5 storm chasers standing by to chase this as it comes in into this area where it's very, very conducive here for some major weather. And so we're going to watch this as it comes in. We've got 4 storm chasers up here that we're watching. This little sliver down here, this is the guy we've been watching every night. He goes down looking for a protest. He's there now at the back of the federal building. And, well, I don't see a protest. I don't think there's anything going on at all down there. Maybe he'll get lucky one day and there'll actually be protesters down there. I don't know. And then over on the left side there, on the bottom left, you got those 3 storm chasers there. And then across the top, you've got the Ventura fire, both from 2 different news choppers, and also we've got one guy on the ground, and he's trying to get as close as he can here to get us some shots. And he's trying to move up now, it looks like.
West Fernwood Avenue.
All right, we're currently monitoring Los Angeles Fire, the fire TAC channels, and also the West County Interagency channel, as well as the Ventura County Fire channel 1, 2, 5, and 8. And we're monitoring all that on left and right ears, and I should come through on both.
LA Engine 87, can you advise PD that we've had the drivers pull their vehicles out of the lanes and on the red curb? We're going to clear. They want PD to respond for a report.
87 copy.
Rescue 65 injury, 1960 East 95th Street.
Engine 2, investigation outside 2132 Collis British Drive West. Engine 11560 LS 15020 Maidstone.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is Starship Adventures, the Sights and Sounds of Earth. And we do this every night, even when there's not a big brush fire. So if you're here for the fire, that's great. We're going to be providing some great coverage of that this evening. If you're here just checking us out, that's great. We're here almost every night doing this.
Okay, if we can make a note for Division Mike and Sierra, I'll put it in the CAD notes. A wood bridge on Hazley Canyon, 1.5 miles east of the LA Ventura County line.
452, respond sheriff en route, TC, Pleasant Valley at Ridgeview.
Ventura County and LA County side of the northwest corner. They'll have to access via Piru Canyon Road. If you need to access Hazley Canyon on the LA County side,
Engine in Squad 21,
all the
injury
structures
ALS
on the northwest corner
1579 Large Avenue.
Chiquita Canyon side.
Operation from Ventura. Part of the traffic was covered by South Op. Just copy Division Mike and Zulu Wood Bridge on Hazley has been burned down. There's no access between the 2 divisions.
Division Mike and Sierra.
Copy Sierra.
Utility 8 operations.
Metro from India 53, you touching the ALS rescue.
Rescue 867 from quarters.
Metro 863, that was in state.
Metro from Light Force 85, can you check on the unit number? There's no 170. Light Force 85, roger. Light Force 85, roger. We'll check the callback. Rescue 6, no, we've attached Rescue 27 and yourself. Multiple patients reported.
6, roger. Metro from India 53, we're requesting an ALS rescue.
Canyon Air Attack, Ventura County.
You're getting Rescue 62 from quarters. Rescue 867, cancel.
Metro Airport 11 available. You cancel light boards out into that run.
Yes, it's in Ventura County. It's about to burn over the county line into LA County. That is correct.
FR11, you've been added. Light Force 11.
You're listening to both.
Cancel. Rescue 867, yes, you've been canceled. They requested a paramedic rescue, not an 800 rescue.
Oh, now they're getting picky. I don't want no lousy 800 rescue. Don't even know what that means, but it sounded sarcastic. Oh, gosh. Well, anyway. All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. And don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe and all that good stuff. It makes a big difference. Thank you very much, Junior. I appreciate that. And Escape Ape, thank you very much.
Injury 4143 West Palmwood Drive.
Division Mike, if you can make Division 0 aware. So basically, engine 477, their safety officer and a PC are stuck on the Division Mike side and unable to get back to Division
Engine
0.
in Squad 41, MSU 1, stroke
6 person 1128 East 25th Street.
Mr. Company's operations.
Quinton, Squad 147, Chastain, 41, District 1668.
I'm looking for more video. I'm trying to fill that last hole with something from this fire, but I can't find anything else right now. But I'm looking.
We spoke to the PR. They said they're outside to wave you down. Reporting that you need to turn on Camino de Mayo. This is reported to be in space 170.
Copy, Metro. We made a visual with them.
130, traffic solution, BLS,
Light Force
Ridley
85,
Road,
roger.
and Eclair.
Division 0, Ventura on Command 2.
Paramedic 695 en route using some regional medical center code 325 record.
I see videos coming out of Israel and coming out of everywhere, and I don't know what to believe.
Can you relay to all?
I don't believe anymore that any of this is live.
Patients being transported to California Hospital.
Engine 14, roger. We'll advise LAPD the patient being transferred to California Hospital.
Metro Flight Force 85, updated address, space 707.
Light Force 85, roger. Space 70.
All right. I've got
Quinton,
a.
Squad 31,
I've got some video that was shot moments ago here.
Lincoln, ETA for LAPD.
Engine in Squad 183, exposure, ALS,
Rescue 861, roger.
Fulton
ETA
Avenue,
for LAPD.
Squad meet.
Difficult respirations, 202 South Bristol Avenue.
Okay, they shot right over me, right above me here. This was shot in the last few hours. This is some shots of the fire, so you can see what's going on. It says it's live. It could be. I mean, the lighting is about right, I guess. I don't know. This may have been from yesterday, for all I know. But I'm going to leave this roll for a minute till I can find something else that I think is live. I hate when a video.
Engine in spot 90, seizure 9640 East El Poche Street. Engine in spot 14, medical rescue Western and Imperial. Engine 159, spot 158, injury ALS 1609, West 125th. Point 20, traffic collision BLS, Harmony and Excelsior.
Street, engine in spot 90, acknowledge voice.
Unit with traffic for planning ops. Receive identifier, go ahead.
Ops, this is striking 93,
Well, can we show you both on
we're
stage?
about 15 minutes out, coming down the 126.
Cincinnati route.
90.
Still en route.
Hey, you're going to report your stationary manager. That's at VNC Station 28 in Pyro.
Rescue 1, chest pain, 5390 West Figueroa Street.
McKinley, I see. Go ahead.
LA McKinley, I see. Engine 48 is going to assume command of McKinley incident. Battalion 16 is going to bail.
Copy, engine 48 is now IC, Battalion 16 going
Stage
available.
for LAPD, acknowledge.
All right, let's go and take the side screen here. Let's take a quick peek at this. Is the actual fire here. You can see it has crossed over into LA County at this time. This dotted line is the county line. You guys see that? So it has crossed over into LA County at this time. The closest wind gauge is reporting 13-mile-an-hour winds. They're currently saying that this has over 1,000 acres have burned on this one, and that is what it looks like right there. And you can see it's burning in this direction. And of course, this updates every 3 hours or something, so it's probably burned way over here by now. And we've seen those choppers running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to lay down some water between that fire and all of these neighborhoods that are over here. Everything you see in yellow is currently under an evacuation warning. Everybody in red is under an evacuation order. The people in red should already be gone. The people in gold are warned that they'll probably need to go for this evening, possibly, or tomorrow. It depends on if they can get this thing under control. So there you go. That's the latest map. And let's do a quick reset here. Let's see. It's 9:47 on the east, 6:47 on the west coast. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures, and we are live tonight. The adventure, a brush fire, the canyon fire located in Ventura and now LA County in California. This fire is being driven by Santa Ana winds, reaching as high as 35 miles an hour today. Currently seeing winds of 10 and 15 miles an hour at the fire site. We are monitoring live scanner feed here, and we are continuing to provide continuous live feeds of any video that we're able to get from the area. Currently, I have everything you see here, I do believe is live, but I cannot be sure. The one right above me here I know is not live. It is showing shots of the fire from earlier. The three across the top, I believe, are live. The guy there on the upper left, he's been trying to get to this thing. I'm not sure exactly who he is, to be honest. I don't know. He's giving us some neat shots there. Look at that. There's one dropping it in right there. Threading the needle. Put it right where it needs to be. All right, there you go. So this is the Canyon Fire, guys, in Ventura County and now LA County. And you can see there in the lower left, we've got the radar we've got the flight tracker. Flight tracker is up. And I just want to remind you guys that we are also watching severe weather in South Dakota. And we're going to be keeping that up in North Dakota. I'm sorry. I keep saying the wrong state. The 50 people there are going to be pissed at me. Anyway, we're watching this and we're going to keep this up as well, so I'll be switching back and forth. But for right now, I'm keeping up the flight tracker. And then if any severe weather starts there, we'll flip back. These are currently the aircraft that are operating in the area that you can see here. I'll turn the scanners up for a few minutes. I need about a 5-minute break, guys. I'll be right back.
Engine 145, full fire, 2004, Alberta.
10565 Valley Boulevard.
Squad 20 with ground traffic station ALS, Carmenita, and Excelsior.
Viper 12, Rescue 47, unconscious person 5105, Bomer Drive. Engine 52, Rescue 06, Fall 5942, West
Engine
Spartan
95, traffic station VLS, Avalon Boulevard and Redondo Beach Boulevard. Engine 34, residential fire alarm 1232.
Full fire, 145.
East Essex Street.
The one above me here is old footage. The three across the top are live. I've been able to actually check all three of those. They are live.
Go ahead for operation.
The one right above me is old footage from earlier today or yesterday. I'm working on replacing it out.
Engine 131, Squad 93, injury, ALS 93 District, 4918 Pacifica Avenue.
Diabetic emergency intersection Francisco Street and James M. Wood Boulevard.
Diabetic ALS 166 engine 168, Squad 47, 3139 Washington Avenue.
Better copy the Type 3 strike team at staging. We'll take it in Division Sierra.
Engine 94, Squad 30, difficulty breathing, 34th District, Tilbury Street, Norwalk Boulevard.
From Metro.
Staging copies is 90.
Twin 45, Squad 45, injury, ALS 94th District,
At Avenue 52 and
4716
Figueroa
Ave
Street.
Avenue.
Engine 12 copy.
Hey, Charlie Company calling Sierra. For operations, I got better comms right now on the south turn. So is that 9441 Charlie? 9421 Charlie, 21. We'll send them over to Division Sierra, and then we're on the way to, we're establishing another division over there at Pampa, but have them start moving over towards Chiquita Canyon and then 126.
LA Squad 167, swap bus on 47s. We will be crossing paths.
Metro. Do you copy the
Squad
updated
47,
address?
do you copy swap?
Okay, operations from Deputy 11. Nick, when able, can you give me a cell phone call? 47 copy, swap.
Twin 166, you have Squad 47, engine 168, you have Squad 167.
LA Squad 47 shows
Engine 173,
accidental button push.
shared hydrant,
47.
Century Boulevard and Village Drive.
Metro from Rescue 901, scene. Let us know when it's clear to enter.
900. Roger. We'll advise when it's clear to enter.
Get out of here, 1 sec.
Engine 134, you're released from move up. Engine 134, move back to fire station 134. Quint and Squad 118, seizure 145, 1446, Gloriosa.
Yeah, Metro, Benton 10, attachment 100.
Seizure 145, Quintet Squad 118, 1446, Gloriosa Avenue.
Rescue 813 from quarters. Traffic intersection with Brea Avenue and Sunset Boulevard.
655 East Harbor Boulevard.
Point 24, flooding, 39546 Hawthorne.
The 2 will you be handling?
Utility.
You've been attached.
Ventura, squad 68.
Squad 68.
If you're close to ALS, so that opens up a harbor, please access.
Copy, Squad 68.
Engine 41, grass fire 11712 Antwerp.
Engine 20, attack TMS.
Medic Engine 2, Squad 68, Medic Squad 75, CPR in progress.
Engine 20, you're getting EMS 5 from quarters.
827, we'll buy that run for our life force.
Light force 29. Confirming you're clear of your last incident.
Engine and squad
Well, out of our
16,
last
cardiac
incident,
arrest
attach it to the next
31A. Engine 62, squad 101, medical rescue, Mount Baldy Road up there at Stoddard Truck Trail.
Canyon air attack, go ahead.
27, you've been added. Light force 49 canceled.
Release for the evening, returning to
McKinley, I want to go ahead.
MDEC
Life force
1905.
This will conclude the McKinley incident. All units going available. You can release our move up if
Engine
we have
and
one. Release
squad 6,
complex.
exposure ALS 4450 Mirror left.
Ventura copy. Canyon air attack taker 181 release for the evening, returning to Santa Maria with an ETA of 1915. I missed the identifier for the tanker returning Tequila Fox with an ETA of 1910. Expo 138. Copy 138. Additionally, for your TFR, we had to order the TFR using today's frequencies. We'll probably get the briefing frequency later, and the TFR tomorrow will have that frequency on it. Canyon air attack, copy. Thank you.
Do you have anything further?
All right, guys, I'm still here. Looks like a bunch of other channels are starting to come on with this.
Negative, the caller disconnected.
Let's see. I'm trying to find anything that we don't have up already on the fire, and I just don't see anything else. This is what we've got right now. Wow, look at him laying that retardant in there. Oh my
Engine
goodness.
112, person down, 588 West 3rd Street.
They color it red so that each plane can see where the last plane hit, and so on and so forth.
Engine 168 is on scene.
The reason they don't do it in the choppers is because the choppers pick up water as they go. And so there's, but the planes have to land in order to reload with retardant. So they load them with retardant. The retardant, unlike water, has a lower surface tension, and it has, it kind of sticks a little bit. It's made with a little higher viscosity, and it also has that red coloring. That's what makes it different. It's still mostly water, but you want it to not soak into the ground. You want it to stick on everything it touches. So they kind of change it to where it just kind of sticks on everything, and it's just a big nasty mess. But when the fire burns into a wooded area that it's got a bunch of fire retardant on it, that's usually enough to stop it right there,
Go ahead.
or at least slow it down.
Rescue garage, we're shooting corners available.
The call with engines if you just.
Control 62, copy.
All right, thank you everybody for being here. This is Starship Adventures, and we are covering the Canyon Fire in Ventura County.
166, we found the patient. Go ahead and
166.
We're
squad
also
47,
covering
reading
severe weather in
1056
North
south.
Dakota, and we're going to continue to watch that as well.
NBCs are not taking.
So we'll be flipping back and forth.
Engine and rescue 46, roger, show you both en route.
32.
Operation staging.
Rescue 15 on the radio with rescue 846, seizure
9330.
136 West 48th Street.
Stand by, Sierra. Operations.
Engine 64, you're released. Move up, engine 64. Move back to fire station 64.
Operations go for Sierra. Got another Type 3 strike team. You want them to send it over that way, or maybe ship them over to Mike? LA engine 145, no transformer smoking, no power out. We're going available.
Yeah, I'll take them over in the Valverde community. You got a designator?
Yep, staging for direct with Division Sierra. They're going to be going to 126 in Chiquita Canyon. Staging copy. Great.
And for Metro, confirm that you may pay contact.
Staging.
Metro, and we have eyes on them.
I've got the Charlie
Rescue
strike
10, roger.
your way. 126.
Rescue 11, engine 13, difficult respiration, 1816 West 6th Street.
Okay, copy that. 9330 Charlie. Have them report to Chiquita in Santa Martinez Canyon in the Valverde track there. They'll be working on V.
212, engine 48, psychiatric emergency 569 West 6th Street.
Rescue 10, patient contact made.
Rescue 10, roger.
Ventura Intertech, tanker 76. Okay, 15 minute 454 GC, Ventura Los Postos.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a news rundown and the latest on the fire here in just a few minutes.
Metro Rescue 46, we're at the intersection on scene. 359 West 46, we don't see anybody.
Copy. Tanker
You have a
76 released empty corridor with an ETA 1930.
Correction, that was tanker 76.
Rescue 46, roger. We'll try to call back.
Copy. It's a correction to
Reported at the intersection of 46th Street and Grand Avenue. Advise if you make patient contact.
Metro Rescue 46, we circled the block. There's no RP. You can call us a false.
Given the update, let's go ahead and start a cliff rescue.
Rescue 46, we're actively trying to
Okay,
call
for the LA
back.
County piece, if you guys have the overhead in place,
Flight Force 11, roger.
Dump to branch 10, and then inserting those other LA County BTs into Sierra, and then creating your Papa. Let's just make the division breaks known so we know where to send resources. We will not staff a branch director on the VNC side tonight. We'll just keep the Alpha Mike divisions in place. I copied the last topic about no need for plans for the Ventura County side tonight. I'm going to go ahead and landline you for the specifics of that. Okay, I got back comms right now. Starlink is down, so I
64
just wanted...
Fox 18, you start having
Santa
Monica,
Lee 75. Sierra AC9.
Cliff Rescue.
We can facilitate that now, and if they have the two
Engine
PCs
62,
for overhead,
Squad 101 and
Have a good night.
create a division pop-up
Mount Baldy Road
between
and Barrett Stoddard Truck Track.
Sierra and Mike, we
Units
can
responding to
move that way now. They have the
Call back to
overhead
voicemail.
to make sure that they identify the
We have nothing.
geographical boundaries for
We have nothing
Papa
further.
Sierra into the
Rescue 833, sick person,
Yeah,
437 West 66th
LA
Street.
County is already working on that, the creation of Division Papa,
Rescue 46 Rocket
and I'll get back to you with what they come up with. I just want to confirm that.
Okay, guys, right now, what we're looking at, let's go ahead and get that cleared out for when we go back. There we go. And here we go on this. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this map. This is where we're at right now. This is actually a smaller fire compared to the one they've been kind of fighting all week. So we're going to check that out too. This is the Canyon Fire, currently the fire that we're listening to on the scanner. And it's currently under the command of the Unified Command, which consists of Ventura County Fire and Los Angeles County Fire. And it is both in Ventura and now in Los Angeles County. And it is north of Highway 126 and west of Castaic. And it has burned 1,500 acres so far with zero containment. And that is the Canyon Fire. Now, there's another fire here that's been burning for a while, and it is still not under control yet. And that is going to be the Gifford Fire. This is a very large fire, and you'll be able to see here. It covers a large area here. Why did my evacuation zones quit? They're on. Anyway, this is the Gifford Fire, currently approaching 10,000 acres. It's only 15% contained right now, and that's probably the 15% that's up against this lake right here. It is on Highway 166 northeast of Santa Maria, and it is currently under the command of the Los Padre National Forest and Santa Barbara County Fire Unified Command, and the St. Louis Obispos in Santa Barbara. This one is further over. It's in St. Louis County, St. Louis Obispo, and Santa Barbara counties. And this one here is, like I said, it's still not contained there. The evacuations did come up. The red ones are currently the evacuation orders where people are supposed to leave now, and the yellow is areas where they're under an evacuation watch or warning, meaning that at any time they could be asked to leave, and so that's where they're at there. But that just kind of shows you we're not just dealing with the one fire, but several. There's also 3 other fires down here east of Los Angeles. There's the Rosa Fire, the Real Fire, and the Gold Fire. And those are all, the Gold Fire here is listed as 15% contained with over 1,000 acres involved. The Real Fire is 0% contained with 10 acres burned. So it's a small one there. That one hopefully they can get under control. And then we've got 30% containment on the Rosa Fire with almost 1,700 acres burned. And that's currently under the command of the CAL FIRE Riverside Unit. So there you go, guys. I mean, we're not just dealing with one fire here, but for tonight, most of our coverage here is the one that's actively burning, and they're currently actively evacuating. So we're staying on this one tonight. This is the Canyon Fire. Let's get back to the grid. Let's get the scanner back up for you guys, and let's continue to listen to what's going on. I'll pass on any new information I get as it happens. I want you to know aircraft operations will slow way down after dark. It gets dangerous. You're not going to see near as much going on after dark. Most places suspend all air ops after dark except spotting. So these bucket guys here, they're probably going to be ending before long here in California as the sun is almost down to the horizon. I believe sunset is coming up in about 40 so minutes. And so we've probably got maybe 50, 55, maybe an hour worth of air ops left. And then it'll have to go through the night just like it is. All right, so there we go. and we are keeping an eye on that that severe weather as well. I'm trying to see if anything's coming up on that. I do have two storm chasers up on a storm right now. Let's see. I had 5 storm chasers. We're down to 2. But they are right on this storm. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy down here in the corner because he is not doing anything. He's just sitting there waiting for a protest to come up. Okay, so this is one we're watching here. We got 2 storm chasers in it. And let's go ahead and look at the... let's go ahead and look at the radial velocity and see... hell, I gotta put it in single sight first. Alright, there we go. There's our radar northeast of Minot. Okay, so there we go. That's what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get this on the velocity. Oh, you know, there is some rotation up in there just north of our storm chaser there. It's definitely something to look at. Not a real defined couplet, but you can definitely see an interface there. Definitely some rotation, so something to watch there. And he is just below that. Like I said, not really a couplet, but definitely some rotation up in the clouds there that could produce something. And it's there's a little bit of a hook there, maybe. I mean, I don't know. So you gotta look at that. This could be the beginnings of a hook formation there, and that's right about where that couplet looked like it was starting to form up. So we might get something here before long on this here. But the problem is night has fallen in North Dakota, and we are now looking at the storm chasers through their headlights, and that makes it really hard to spot anything. Night storm chasing. I hate to be a Debbie Downer or whatever, but night storm chasing sucks compared to day storm chasing. It just does. I'm sorry. Man, that is one hell of a fire there.
Hazmat 150, Squad 107, traffic collision, ALS, northbound 14, south of Sand Canyon Road. CHP on scene.
Ventura County, Canadian air attack. Additionally, South Office requesting additional aircraft needs for tomorrow. Air attack copies, I'll get back to you.
We've been unusually warm here as well. We've had 11 or 12 days plus 95 plus. So yeah, it's been very warm here.
Squad 183, we respond to the exposure ALS 1600 Holt Avenue.
Hold tight, please. Agent Rescue 35, auto bicycle intersection Sunset and Lucille Avenue.
128, injury BLS 12080 Rivera Road. Engine is Squad 68, injury ALS 25100 Calabasas Road.
I think it's 50 RX-15, medic 454, injury, Ventura and Los Buses.
Alright, 50, medic, into 50. You guys can cancel, you can handle it. AMR 454, you guys can all...
Metro from engine 59, can we start up in 800?
Point 45, engine 23, battalion 8, Catholic inside, 23th District, 9853 Rose Street. Utilize command 21.
Medic engine
RA50 from RA50 confirming cancel. Yeah, RA50, Medication 50, you guys can cancel. It's just we can have
827, we are clearing our last run. We'll take that run for rescue 8.
I've been looking for protests. If you look at the little box right there, this guy says he's at a protest, but he goes every night down to that federal building in LA, and he sits there waiting for a protest to happen. And sure enough, tonight, he's back there again. So no, the answer is I don't know of any. Someone is purported to be showing the live protests going on in Texas for the redistricting tonight. And within a few minutes, I recognized it as last night's video, so I took it down. So no, as far as I know, there's no protests anywhere right now. I'm sure there is a few small ones somewhere, but I don't see any video for them anywhere. If anybody knows of anything, let me know. If you need to send me a link during the show and you're not one of my mods, go to our Discord channel. And you can put it right there under the general tab and then let me know it's there, and boom, we're good. That works really well. So that is definitely the best way to get a link to me, and I will put up whatever feed you can get me. Here is our Discord link, and please go ahead and use our Discord. I put stuff up every day. Junior and several other guys are putting stuff up there too. And we're starting to make this a little bit of a hub for the kind of information that we're really into, the science and the weather and all the cool stuff, the coverage. We also do protests and civil unrest and that kind of stuff too. We don't actually do it though. We report on it. It's a lot safer that way. Anyway, but no, I don't know of any protests anywhere. Hey, Ding Ding, thank you for being here. And Carl, thank you for coming in tonight as well. And yeah, just if you guys find anything out there, throw it into that link, into our Discord under General, and then let me know it's there, and I will grab it. Everybody's been putting up pictures of their ham shacks and radio studios and TV studios in there today, so that's been kind of cool watching that come in. I think it's cool. There's a lot of people out there like me that have just, I don't know, I just went crazy on it. I've always wanted to have a very technologically advanced, TV studio / looks like it's a starship kind of thing, and I just finally did it. I'm one of those people in life that when I want to do something, I usually end up doing it. I'm stubborn that way. But I'm very happy with it. All right, come on, scroll down. Okay, I'm pulling the latest info on that, and then I'm going to do a news rundown also, and we'll keep listening to the scanners as well.
Fire company for manpower.
Engine 38 from quarters. Life Force 85 from Metro.
Engine 107 assault. 18410 West Sierra Highway. Gauge sheriff en route. Quint and Squad 106, 6 ALS 5801 West Crest Ridge Road. UMC Charlie 211, 211.
Orange Avenue. 117, sick person, 11831 West Avon Way.
Engine 163, medical rescue, 5200 Cudahy Avenue, Maywood Elementary School. Engine 160, squad 161, medical rescue, west 135th Street, cross of South Isis Avenue, northwest corner.
21 Charlie, but you are coming up Paisley Canyon now. Looking for a place to meet up with you and get assignments.
I can't believe how many tracking maps and different tracking resources there are in the California area. It's very surprising to me. I like it. I mean, it's cool.
Ventura County and Air Taxi traffic.
U-66.
Canyon Air Taxi from Ventura County. That's affirmative.
No, cardiac arrest.
The status of tanker 01.
3451 West Florence Avenue.
Canyon Air Taxi, stand by.
57 Rescue 257 seizure, 7225 South Normandy Avenue. 5438 sick person, 716 North Flint Avenue.
Engine 86, squad 64, unconscious, 239 North Heritage Oak Drive, PD en route.
Was released, returning to Santa Maria, Treehouse City. Finished for the evening.
Venture copies, Canyon Air Taxi.
1940. Dispatch is Tanker 40.
Tanker 40, good.
Rescue 51 unconscious person, LAX, Medfield Satellite Concord.
Oh, Tanker 40, good.
And
Engine 96, release from your move up. Engine 96, release from your move up.
Oh, Tanker 40, stand by.
sick person, 1851 South Veteran Avenue.
2561 Vineyard for an assault. Right, hello, Tanker 40, go ahead.
Tanker 40, just off of Camarillo en route to the canyon fire. We've got 3 personnel on board and about 2.5 on the fuel.
okay, yeah, I'm looking at that now. Santa Paula is pretty close. The good news is, and here's where we're at right now. This is the Santa Paula's right here, and up here, this is the fire right here. That's as of about 42 minutes ago. It is burning mostly towards LA County, towards 5. And it looks like Santa Clarita is going to be the next metro area that's going to have to deal with it. As far as it making it as far over as Santa Paula, not tonight. I mean, it would be a while before it could make it that far. If you look at it, we're talking about quite a ways. I mean, it's down 126, a number of miles there. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I don't know what's wrong on my screen there, but anyway, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. But yeah, there's Santa Paula, and there it is. So here it is on the map, so you guys can see it right there. There it is. There's Santa Paula, and there is the fire right there. So we're talking a few miles. Let's see here. It's about 20 miles away, 19 miles away. From the outer part of the fire here, it's about 18.8. So it's not that close. It would take days for it to cross that, and hopefully they'll get that under control by the time that happens, because obviously that would not be good. All right, everybody, this is Starship Adventures. My name's Ian, and I am your captain tonight for our journey across the country as we watch brush fires and severe weather and all kinds of different things happening across the United States. Thank you for being here. Please hit that like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you haven't done it yet. Subscriptions make all the difference in the world, and I'm going to move my alert. I'll move my alert thing back up to the top. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Let's see here. So yeah, do please do the like and subscribe thing. But anyway, we will be covering this for a while tonight, and we are here every night. So please join us as we do this every night on slow nights. We have talks about science and paranormal and all kinds of neat stuff, where we show videos and talk about all kinds of neat stuff. And then on news nights like tonight, we do news. And this is it, live coverage. We are live tonight from Starship Studios here in Southwest Florida, and we provide coverage for anything that's going on out there. We don't care. And we do run a free speech chat room, so feel free to get in there and chat to your heart's content. If there's any spamming or anything where you're repeating the same thing over and over and over again, or if you are just being a prick, we'll just get rid of you. I don't care. But other than that, it's a free speech chat room, meaning that as long as you're just stating your opinions, you're safe. You can just keep right on doing that if you'd like to do that. Okay, and so there we go. I wanted to try something here. Oh, I better not. I tend to get things too small on the screen, and people are like, I can't see nothing, it's all too small. And I'm like, yeah, I know. All right, so there we go. Our storm chasers right in front of this thing. There they are. And here it comes. And there it is. Let's take a look at the velocity. And not really much to speak of right now. Not looking like a big deal. So I don't think this is going to be that big a deal, but we're going to stay with it for a few more minutes. I do have that up here. So if something does happen over here on the radar, I will switch it over, and you guys will be able to see it. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and right now and stay with the flight tracker, which I hate that thing pops up all the time like that. Every time a chopper goes for fuel or whatever, look at him. He's up here getting water out of that lake.
Canyon air attack on command. Canyon air attack, go ahead.
Yes, it is. It's going to come up behind those 3 or 4 neighborhoods there, and eventually up behind that commercial area sometime overnight. Yeah, we've been watching it. I do have a series of maps here I can show you guys. We could do that now if you want.
Q211, pushing around.
I do believe the fire is a lot bigger than what they're telling, what the official record is right now, and I'm going to show you why here in just a second.
We're having trouble hailing that Ventura County crew.
35 Roger, you're getting rescued 56 quarters.
Is it closer for us to come from Piru and back in, or can you confirm if it's easier to come from the Hasley Canyon sock and come in from the east? If you come in from the east, I'm going to need you to
809, unit number.
If you're already on the Piru side, you 4040 convert dog unit.
Rescue 809, it's going to be a unit 1213.
I copy utility 40. Right, utility 40.
Rescue 809.
Quint and Squad 20, Vic ALS 12204 East Firestone Boulevard, Baptist Church.
We're wondering...
Rescue 809, Roger, we'll try to call back.
We're at the...
Advise you make patient contact.
To see what's the quickest way into where crew 14 needs work.
Okay.
I'm headed that way. If you hold tight for about 15 minutes, I'll be there.
All right, let me show you what I'm looking at here. This is the hot spots that have been reported. Now, the shaded area is the last report we got from SoCal Fire, or Cal Fire, whatever it is. and this is the latest we got. But these red spots, these are all thermal hot spots that have been detected over the last hour or so. And so this tells me that we're actually, these are flare-ups, and they're happening way outside of the main fire area here. So I'm really starting to think this thing has grown really fast, and they just haven't updated the map. Here is the current SoCal map of the fire, and it looks to me like it is. I think it's a lot bigger than that now. The red area, the pink area here is mandatory evacuations. The yellow area is evacuation warnings. Those people are on standby, basically. The fire push seems to be from west to east, moving from Ventura County into LA County. And yes, Santa Clarita, you're next. My wife loved that show, Santa Clarita Diet. Anyway. But it's going to come in here now, and if you look here, as it comes across, you get into some areas here. There's a lot of houses up in here, and they're urban interface houses. I'm sorry, not they're woodland interface houses, meaning that these houses are right in the woods along here. And this fire is already up into this area here now. And I think as it comes this way, look, we're going to get into neighborhoods, we're going to get into subdivisions, and then eventually it gets a little dense up here. And so there's a lot out in front of this thing, including a large industrial park here. And there you go. So that's the old road, and that is State Road 126. At Castaic Junction, and it looks to me like this area right here is next up, and you can see here as it draws in the evacuation zones for us. Come on, draw them in. That industrial park is currently under a warning right now. Yeah, and all those neighborhoods and everything are all under evacuation warnings tonight. And so at any time tonight, they could be asked to evacuate immediately if they need to. And so that's what we're looking at. Again, there's the overview of where we're at. This is Santa Paula over here, and we're actually here. Let's move this into a different map. There we go. There's where your fire is. And it is, like I said, it's moving into Val Verde, and it's moving into Hazley Canyon, working its way over to Santa Clarita. So there you go. That is the fire we're working right now, that we're listening to, and we'll continue to stay on that one. I do want to mention real quick while we've got it here, I've been getting a lot of reports tonight. Oh my God, a big earthquake in Japan. There was an earthquake in Japan. It wasn't real big. We did have another one tonight down on the Russian peninsula down there, and it looks like a 4.8. Look at the swarm that we've had down here. Have you ever seen anything like that? I mean, this is where that big 8.8 happened last week. And it's huge. Now, as we back out and we go to Japan and take a look, there was one, a 4.3, Bonin Island, Japan region. There was one there. And I think there was another one up earlier. Is it this one? Yeah. Then there was a 5.9 here about a little while back. It was just hours ago. And that is Yonaguni, Japan. And that one there, 5.9 is pretty big, but it's not catastrophic. So there was some earthquake activity in Japan today, but nothing like that 8.8 that we had. Look at that thing. And a current today, we did have a 4.2 down in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, and Nick's a 4.8 down there in Colombia. So there was a little bit of seismic activity today out there to speak of, but not too much. Let's take a look over to Mike's weather page. We are going to be doing that real quick here tonight. Here we go. There's what we've got. They've gone ahead. Dexter is now extratropical, and it's gone off the map. And now we're dealing with our 2 areas that are left. We are going to do some models here in just a second, and then we'll get back to the brush fire. We do have these 2 areas of concern. However, they both look to be fish storms. They're both going to miss Bermuda, it looks like, and they're both going to go out to open sea. I don't really see a lot of threat from either one of these systems. The one in gold has about a 50% chance of developing, and the one in yellow about 20 or 30%. And so I don't really see that as being all that big of a deal. So there's Mike. Hey, Mike. Let's see here. Mike's a great guy, and he runs a really good page here. Here's what's left of Dexter. It is now extratropical, meaning that it's post-tropical. It's no longer going to be getting tropical storm warnings anymore. And you can see here the top, basically, when it goes extratropical, the top will no longer align with the bottom, and that's what you're seeing right there. So a very typical pattern there when something goes extratropical. All right, and that's what we have. All the models are showing that, doing just that. The only thing I did want to show you here, I wanted to run the models. Some of these models have gotten real aggressive the last couple of days. And so I'd like to run a couple of these models for you guys. And I'd like to run them, I like to use the Western Atlantic region. It's a little easier to see for us. And this is the GFBest model, and I want to run this forward. Earlier today, I talked with the meteorologist at work. And we talked about this. Look what happens down here in the Gulf. It forms a low pressure system over the Yucatan Peninsula, and that's an interesting thing. But then look behind that. Boom, boom. I want you guys to notice this is 20 north. These are the islands. That splits the difference. That's a Cat 2 hurricane right there at 967 millibars. This is out on the 17th. This is 10 days from now. So this is not actually going to happen. This is a model. We're just looking at models. But look what this thing does. It wants to bring this thing right into the breadbasket here. Now, whether it's going to turn out or not, who knows? But this thing takes it into South Carolina as a Cat 3 hurricane. Maybe a 3 or 4 hurricane. So that's concerning that we've got models that already out in the 14-day forecast are putting hurricanes striking the coast here. So there you go. Is this something I'd be, like, if I was in South Carolina, should I be like filling my water bottles? No, Christ, no. We got 10 days to watch this. But I'm just showing you that the models are juicy right now. They're juicy. All right, here we go. This is the EFS, the Euro model, and here we go. There's that system. It picks up that system right there, August 15th. It picks up that system, and it does the same exact thing with it. Now, you got 2 models showing the same thing. This one's not deepening it as much. 984 millibars, 976 millibars, 969 millibars right into Miami as a Cat 2 hurricane. So, yeah. The tropics have arrived. We have heated up the tropics, guys. It has happened. And there you go. Let's get back to the grid and see what's going on out there.
Release for the evening.
8167 West 3rd Street, Rescue 58, cancel.
Venture copy, Tinker 72, Tinker 72, both released to have it with the
For diabetic emergency, 3830 South Norton Avenue.
Man, they got some serious choppers out there, man.
Engine and Squad 151. Traffic collision.
That's like a Sikorsky.
South Glendora Avenue.
What is that thing? It's a Boeing CH-47D Chinook. Oh my God. They got 2 of those Chinooks up there. They had a Firehawk, Sikorsky. Oh man, and they got one of those water crane dealies. I gotta tell you, man, they got some assets going on. They got some assets. on this fire right now. They're trying to keep it out of Santa Clarita like
Engine
crazy.
and Squad 36, cardiac
Like
arrest.
crazy talk.
22313 South Marine Avenue.
Operations.
Engine and Squad 14. Sick ALS 1300 West 105th Street.
All right, so there you go. There's the grid, and
We'll make an announcement for the LA County side. We've established branch 10 with LA County AC9 fault stop.
Salt 8820 South
Division Sierra
Boulder Boulevard.
now from Romero to Chiquita Canyon. That will be battalion 6,
With 118
Wilson, LA
Squad
County.
26.
Still using
Sick
PTAC
ALS
13.
17250 East Colima Road, Shabar Regional Park, Concert area near restrooms 2 and 3.
Down Hughley Canyon to Romero. That will be Captain DeBlas, LA County, and he'll be working off of PTAC 14 for all Papa resources.
Venture copies operation.
all right, guys, we're starting to lose all our feeds now because it's getting dark. This happens.
$29 from Metro, your status.
Metro 89 transporting 286 41 heavy traffic.
829, roger.
Yeah, we're losing all our feeds here,
1043
guys.
West 23rd Street.
Yeah, they did dial the overall number of storms down by like one. They've come back off it a little bit because the beginning of the season is not as slow as people think it is, but it still was a little slow. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's 3 times tonight. I forgot to hit the transition button to bring you guys with me to wherever I was going next. I think I'm losing my mind in here.
Push that new strike team that's at
Yep,
Chiquita
and
Canyon,
that
Division
chopper
Papa.
footage is now old up there.
PTAC 14, PTAC 14.
It's sunset now there, so that chopper footage I think is old, and I've lost all of my different feeds from out of
Copy, it's
California.
going to be Charlie 9270 Charlie, Division Papa.
Metro from Rescue 26, you cancel engine. Engine 26,
Charlie going to Papa.
cancel going.
Man, I'm tired. All right.
Engine 26, roger, cancel.
Papa copies 9270 Charlie.
I still think I got the best thumbnails. I scroll down through all these, and I keep coming across mine, and I'm like, oh, I do have a good thumbnail. Just so you guys know, I make all my thumbnails with AI. I use Canvas, or I use Microsoft Copilot, whatever, and I make the image. I even make them sometimes with Grok or ChatGPT when it cooperates. And I put in what I want: a plane dropping water on a neighborhood with a fire approaching, whatever. And it makes it for me, and then I can use those. They look really nice, and I don't have to worry about copyright problems.
Papa and Sierra, but if we get something up, and there's not a need in those other divisions, I'll definitely push it up.
Yeah, roger that. Also, plus up my order for tomorrow for 4 Gulf.
Solve Hillcrest Park.
4 water tenders.
That's affirmative. That's running the contingency that we don't burn tonight.
I got that.
I would love to cover more like launches and stuff, and we will cover launches when they happen and we're live. But the problem is sometimes they're cryptic about when they're going to be and where they're going to be. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Engine 131, Squad 93, chest pain, 5231, Pear Blossom Highway.
Yeah, the fire is burning up behind homes near Santa Clarita, California. But it's been mostly in a wooded area till now. Yeah, I'm in North Fort Myers or Southwest Florida, whatever you want to call it, Lee County, Lima Echo County. And yeah, I was born in this county. I've lived here my entire life.
164, 6 BLS, 7010 South Alameda Street, Planet Fitness parking lot.
Hey, River, Joel, Michael, all the new people coming in, thank you for being here. Professor Interesting, thank you for being here. No, I've got no live cams of any really good spewing from volcanic activity going on right now. And Christian, thank you for being here. I look for that stuff too, because we cover volcanoes, earthquakes, all that kind of stuff too.
Responding with truck 164, chest 7010 South Alameda Street, Planet Fitness parking lot.
We still got the 2 storm chasers out in front of this thing, but I'm starting to wonder at this point. It looks like it's starting to wane off a little bit. Doesn't look near as strong as it was a little while ago. Hardly any purple left in the return, and it looks more like a Draco or straight line winds, a straight line wind event. You can see that like echo effect out ahead of the main line there, and that shows you some really strong straight line winds. You can see the wind getting sucked in front of it. This is a hell of a storm system, but I don't think it's going to produce a tornado tonight.
We got 5 reps here, report spot sign ups.
5461, rescue 58, unconscious person 8167 West 3rd Street.
All right, and I'm looking for protest cams. If anybody has anything that you'd like me to show or you think I should show, I love everybody over on our Discord server. Everybody is posting pictures of their home ham radio shacks or their home work areas, and it's pretty cool.
Engine Squad 191, La Habra 1, chest pain, 800 North Cordo Way.
Your last transmission is better.
All right, I'm looking for any protest footage now. Oh, Gene Hackman, can't they just leave this guy alone? He had some bizarre-ass death. You know, many of us are going to have some bizarre-ass death. It is what it is, man. It's not a fun thing.
Engine 128, right, Squad 107, SIC ALS 18547, Delight Street.
Here we go. CNN News 18. Protesters surround Trump Plaza. That was 3 nights ago. 3 nights ago. Same guy in the blue shirt being arrested again. This is just people faking. Hook Global. Texas protest. Live now. Protesting the redistricting plan. This was yesterday, and the sun is still up. And I recognized the video from yesterday, and the Trump balloons and all the bullshit. I recognize it all from yesterday. I just hate that, guys. It's like I'm trying to put out real content here that's live, that's actually live, and a lot of these people that they literally just put out fake shit that's not really live, and it just drives me nuts.
Attic engine 771, Chastain 800 North Cortway.
Bay 46 installed 771 East 47th Street.
Engine 150, Squad 73, allergic reaction 17770 West Cape Jasmine Road. Engine in Squad 61, injury ALS 203 North Avogado Avenue.
Well, I pump my own water here. I have a dual well system with
Engine
dual
184,
pumps.
Squad 187,
So-
unconscious 1731 West Holt Avenue, apartment 105.
When I go up on generator power, I get my water back also. So I like being able to make my own water. I don't want to have to rely on the government for that. But a lot of times you're stuck with what you're stuck with. I get it. But I do like making my own water whenever I can. All right, I just put up the 2 skid row cams. Those are always fun. And I'm still looking that upper right. That is from about 2 hours ago. This piece of footage that they're showing now over and over and over again. The one above me is live, but it's just rolling shots of California, not anything specific.
62 Rescue 59, Chastain 3864 South Inglewood Boulevard.
Engine in Squad
I
130.
type in protest
Traffic collision,
and
pedestrian
Abbey
involved.
Road comes up all the time.
3H15 West Avenue J12.
46 en route.
Center.
Hey, branch 29 injury, 695 Southwestern Avenue.
We still got a lot of choppers operating, but then again, it's still not quite dark yet.
Battalion 25, bud. KUB, Battalion 25, 41. Center.
Center, come find the course.
Quarters 1951.
Pressing route.
Okay, let's see what we got going in the chat room. I believe it, especially in Panama City.
Rescue 900, person down, intersection of Crawford Street and 3rd Street.
I took a state test in Panama City one time. That's the only time I ever went there. I've heard good and bad things, just like everywhere else in the world. Yep, we were out for Irma. Let's see, Charlie, we were out for 14
Engine in
days.
Squad 37.
Irma, we were out for 12 days.
38527 North 36.
Ian, we were out for
North 36th Street.
13, 14 days, something like that. And then these last 2 that went by, we were out for 2 or 3 days each on those. The good news is the last 2 that went through, we did not lose our fiber. I lost electricity, but my fiber stayed up,
Engine 37.
and
cancel.
we were
Engine
still able to
37 cancel.
broadcast on generator power.
Engine 171, assault East Manchester Boulevard, across the South Market.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Median
The
route,
spring
on
breakers.
6130, 6130. 7, Squad
711 Southwest
182.
Lake Avenue.
Chest pain, 1063. North Hylene Place.
My dinner tonight, let's see. I cooked, I had some fresh ground beef and I made me a hamburger and I ate it with a fork and some ketchup because I don't like the whole burger bun and all that bullshit. And I had some steam in the bag broccoli with some Brummel and Brown yogurt butter and some Everglades seasoning, and it was amazing. That's what I had for dinner.
Engine 64, FR64, southbound 110 at El Segundo.
I make my dinner, my lunch and dinner here most of the time. I'll stop by fast food a couple days a week and get Taco Bell or something, but I usually just come home and eat.
5, apartment 427, 427.
Roger, Metro, we're getting no answer.
Yep, I do that keto thing, guys. I eat mostly red meat and vegetables. That's what I eat, red meat and vegetables. I can substitute chicken as much as I want, but I mostly eat red meat.
1915
Fresh
Weston Avenue.
ground beef. I buy about 4 pounds of it a week, and I make hamburgers. I make myself tacos with it. I make all kinds of different stuff with it. But it's always fresh meat. I fry it in the pan. I get all the grease out of it. I dry it. You know, like if I'm cooking it for tacos or whatever, then I'll dry it with paper towels. If it's a hamburger, I actually put it on paper towels and cover it so that it will dry up all the grease off the outside. And that's all there is to it. Red meat and vegetables. That's what your body is made to live on. That's what it's designed to eat. And it works really, really well.
Highway, Trader Joe's parking lot.
Oh, I love pot roast.
On the aviation side.
Person 1135 South Alvarado. 26, intersection Temple and Coronado.
See, well, hey, 100 years ago, the water dynamics in the area may have been totally different 100 years ago too. Yeah, I love pot roast. I buy those Hormel ones sometimes. They're pretty good. But I love cooking my own. I've got a crock pot and a pressure cooker. So depending on how much time I have, I can do it in the pressure cooker in under an hour, or I can do it in the crock pot in 4 or 5 hours.
Metro Engine 64, you can cancel the FR. We'll take this run on our own.
Engine 160, there's Manhattan Beach RA21 to follow. Big ALS 717 Valley Drive, Unit C1, C Charlie number 1.
I put up a neat article today in my blog about
difficulty breathing.
Starlink and about how they purposely crashed a bunch of them because they're first generation. They were getting too many of them up there. Yeah, the pressure cooker makes the best pot roast in my opinion. If you want a different flavor, put a rutabaga in there. I know it sounds crazy. You get a rutabaga, you peel it down to where it's just all the golden fruit in the middle, and then you cut it up and you put it in there just like some of the potatoes. You know, you put potatoes and rutabaga. It gives it a great flavor, and it's good too. I also cut up an onion, but I leave it pretty big because I don't like it all chopped up in my shit. But I do want the flavor in there.
173, entry ALS 415 East Tamarack Avenue.
6325 South 8th Avenue.
And sometimes, like,
Engine
my
33,
family likes
entry
carrots.
ALS 526 West
I don't
Avenue,
like
J5.
carrots, so when I cook it, I throw a can of green beans in there. Or frozen green beans if I have them, or fresh green beans if I have them. I just throw a handful of green
Engine
beans in
16,
there.
Entry ALS 4635 West 100.
I'll cook it for
Street,
35
Bravo.
minutes in the crock pot, and then I'll open the crock pot and I'll
Engine
put the
236,
vegetables
Squad
in and cook it for
124,
about 8
Leisure,
minutes, and I'm done.
29340 The Old Road.
Once it starts to jiggle, 8 minutes and you're good. Holy shit, look at this crackhead. This is a shame, man.
Quint and Squad 116.
You know,
entry ALS
where we keep talking about
1800
AI
South
creating
Avalon Boulevard.
cures for cancer and cures for diabetes and cures for autism and that's great. You know, another one I wanted to work on really fast, a cure for addiction. We have got to figure out a way to save these people. I cannot stand seeing this. I don't know what to do about it. I'm sick of spending my money on it, I can tell you that. But I want to help them. If I could figure out a way to wave my hand right now and make addiction go away, I would. It's what ruins society. It's the biggest drain we have. Most crime is based on some kind of an addiction. Whether it's an addiction to gambling or an addiction to some kind of drug or an addiction to alcohol or an addiction to cigarettes or an addiction to working out or an addiction to bulking up and taking steroids or whether it's an addiction to thrills or an addiction to gambling. I want you to think about it. It's these vices in our life that make everything bad. And I'm not one of these goodies out there that says they should outlaw it. I don't think they should outlaw any of it. If you want to kill yourself on it, go ahead. I'm a libertarian. I don't care what you do. It's your body. But that being said, if I could cure what ails these people, I would, because I would love to have them back in society. These zombies, they're walking around like zombies. I would love to have them back in our society because deep down inside there's a soul in there and they're good people. And I'd love to get them back. But until we can figure out some way to deal with this terrible, horrible addiction problem that we've got in this country and in the world for that matter, I don't know that it's ever going to happen. Outlawing things don't help. All it does is it messes people up with the law, but it doesn't actually help. Okay? I know people, I knew somebody that was a friend of the family that they got all hooked on meth, like phonics. I mean, hooked bad, and ended up in jail for like years, okay? Because she was out trying to steal for her meth habit, and she got caught, and she did a few years in jail. You know, chick came out clean, dude. She came out clean. She had all the help. Everybody offered her all the help. She had places to stay. We offered her places to stay. We offered everything to her. We'll feed you. We'll take care of you. You just stay off the junk. You come over here. You're good. And boom, she went right back on the street again. She got out of jail, got picked up by her friends, not her family. And they had the meth in the car when they picked her up so she could bang right there. I'm like, that's just... man, Jesus, God, you were clean. You were clean. What did you do? I don't get it. It's like, damn it. The law, going to jail, none of that, none of it helps. All it does is screw everything up, cost us a lot of tax money, and keep a bunch of cops and judges employed. Okay? We're filling jails up with people that had a plant in their pocket or some personal use drugs on them. I don't care about any of that. Look, locking them up doesn't help. If it did, we would get somewhere. You ever notice that every time the government goes on a war against something, nothing ever happens? War against drugs, they're cheaper now than they've ever been, and they're available right here in my neighborhood, anywhere you need them. I mean, it's ridiculous. The war on poverty, the war on terror, the war on illiteracy. We don't win these wars. I think World War II was the last war we actually won. This kind of stuff bugs me. Instead of worrying about putting them all in jail, making them all spend time in jail, and all that kind of bullshit, I say let's work on the problem. There has to be a medical solution to this, and we're not looking for it. We're not looking for a medical solution, and I think we need to be. Because the incarceration solution, the corrections solution, if you will, doesn't work. We've tested it for 50 years, and it doesn't work. We can empirically say that now. I'm the first one to admit that something needs to be done. But I don't see them as bad people. Homeless folks, drug addicts. I don't see them as bad people. I just see them as people that have fallen out of society because of a chemical addiction that they have no control over. I want them to have control over it. Most of the time, they want to have control over it. But it's rough. I've watched friends just quit smoking. And it's like hell. It's hell, and it lasts a long time. It's victimless crimes. You're right, Michael. However you feel about drugs, I don't care if you like them or you hate them or you do them or you've never done them. The point is look how much of your money they spend every year to keep people from buying a plant from their friend and taking it home and getting high. I mean, that's all it is. Nobody smokes weed and goes out and robs banks. Nobody smokes weed and goes out and kills people and all that. It's victimless. Yet we have spent over $1 trillion in the last 15 years trying to keep people from having marijuana plant. And now it's legal in 36 states. And now it's, even here, it's available at the hemp shops. It's available at the dispensaries. It's available at the mom and pop convenience stores. I mean, and nothing's changed. DUIs have gone down. The more marijuana becomes legal, the more DUIs go down. That's a fact. Weed helps a lot with people with cancer. We're using it medicinally down here. We've got over 500,000 people down here with a medicinal card. And yeah, when you take away someone's opiates, you have to replace it with something, or they're going to go out to the street and replace it with something, and they'll rob a bank on the way if that's what they have to do. And that's the problem. I'm not an advocate for drugs. I hate them. I wish people wouldn't use them. But I also believe that police chasing people down and beating their ass and locking them in a cell for a personal use recreational drug, is that in itself is just absolutely wrong, just as much as it is to be out doing these things to get these drugs. Yeah, I mean, weed works. It works. There's 1 million patients nationwide right now that take marijuana legally. Over 1 million patients, millions of patients. And it should be noted that everywhere that it's made legal, most crime rates drop. It is what it is. It's because over the years we've always thought of it a different way. And it's just like the taboo of UFOs. You know, when the government finally came out and decided, hey, we're going to admit that there's UFOs, they changed the name to UAPs. You want to know why? Because they have besmirched the name UFO for so many years that when they finally decided, hey, we're going to actually let people know, yeah, these things are real. We don't know what they are. They might be aliens. Okay, so they're now going to say, all these years we've been telling you they're air balloons, they're weather balloons, they're your imagination and all this bullshit. And now all of a sudden, guess what? All of a sudden, they decide they need to tell us about UFOs. So they changed the name to UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And the reason they call it that, actually they changed it again. I'm sorry, they changed it again. Unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Now it can refer to things that are in the water or in space as well. Because we see these things coming in and out of the ocean at speed. We also know that they travel up into space. So they're not an aerial phenomenon. They're a spatial phenomenon. They happen everywhere. And so they call it an unidentified anomalous phenomenon. And it's something that we can't explain. But the reason they had to change that name was because they made it so taboo. Well, they did the same thing with marijuana. They've made it so taboo over the years. It's taken 20 years for doctors to say, look, it's a medicine. God put it here. It works. We've got so many people using it, and they say that it helps. It works. It works for 29 different things. And why all these years have we been resistant to it? Because the government told us it was evil. Because the church told us it was evil. Because the teachers told us it was evil. And so it's evil. And now to this day, when you say something like, I'm thinking about getting medicinal marijuana, your grandparents will roll their eyes. It's just because that's what's been beat into their head. And I like to think that as time goes on here, people are becoming more accepting of things like this. You know, it's funny. At one time, cigarettes were portrayed as a medicine. There's actually ads on YouTube where doctors come on and say, I suggest the Marlboro brand. It has the most soothing effects on the lungs. And it's like, what? In the 60s, they had 4 out of 5 doctors recommending a certain cigarette because it's the best cigarette for you. It's like, whoa, what the hell? And I wonder, thanks for the sub. And so I wonder what the hell, you know, I mean, seriously, if we're at the point, if doctors in the 60s were literally recommending cigarettes to their patients for different medical reasons, and then there was a time where some doctors were actually prescribing alcohol to be used medicinally, okay? That was found to be a pretty bad idea. But the one thing that's been through it all is marijuana's been, it's been not allowed to be a medicine, and now finally we realized of all of them, that was the one that was the medicine. that was the one that actually has the 39 medicinal values. I don't know, it's just crazy when you think about how screwed up did we get. We got so screwed up that we're hating on the wrong things and we're liking on the wrong things. Alcohol kills tens of thousands of people a year in automobile accidents. But it's legal. I don't know. Yeah, real Coke, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've read about that. That was, there is rumor that there was additives to the Coke that were actually some of the ingredients you would find in that street drug. So yeah, interesting. Would definitely make you want a refreshing drink, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, hard drugs are something I've never even tried. I'm not interested. That shit scares me. I was a cop. I saw what it did to people. I was a fireman. I used to treat people that were dying from overdosing and things like it. It never interested me, and I'm kind of glad. I'm really glad it never did. Yes. Yes. Aquarius, it's available here. We're still working on medicinal legalization for recreational use here. They've already got the ballot initiative going. They've already got enough votes to get it on the next ballot. I thoroughly expect full recreational legalization in 18 months on the next big election. That being said, we've had a change in law here allowing the hemp stuff and all that, and it's the same thing here. You can walk right in and buy flour or vape or whatever you want right at your local head shop. It's kind of crazy, but it works, and you don't even necessarily need the medicinal license anymore to be legal anymore. And I got a friend that's a cop, and I asked him about it. I said, what are you all doing with this? I mean, some people have a medical card, some don't. Some people bought it at the dispensary, some people bought it at the head shop, some people are growing their own. What are you doing? He says, you know what we do? Nothing. The best way to deal with it now is just to ignore it and find something else or move on. He said it's become a real mess. And he said he said something that made a lot of sense to me. He said it should either be legal or not. And I agree. I completely agree. The game bullshit, the regulation bullshit. I think let's not make it complicated. Either make it legal, make it illegal, but don't make it complicated. Anyway, all right. So where are we at here? All right. So the images on the upper right there, that's earlier chopper footage. That's not current. The one below there in the middle, that's the Philadelphia street cam. And then the upper two on the upper, those are your Skid Row cams. There's not a lot going on. I've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I do appreciate everybody coming on. I am going to be going off here in about 20 minutes or so. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. We are in software development here, and I've got about 5 other things going on this week. It's been kind of a crazy week, and I'm setting up for another busy weekend here. We're hoping to get this new system going pretty soon. Okay, I just had a bunch of some cameras pop up here. All right, I'm gonna put these up. We just let me switch this. We've got this storm coming in, and some people just came up and put up some cams. So let me pull this up. This is a stationary cam. They go and sit this stationary cam out in front of the storm to try to capture the storm going by. That's what that is. See it right there, the blue one? That's the stationary cam, and then these are the guys here that just dropped it. So let's see. I've been wanting to see how these work. They're just south of Minot, and then of course we've got Aaron J. Jack. He's out here east of Minot, and that's the sound from these devices. I just turned it off, but we do have sound on it if we get to that point. But the storm has already reached the box at this point. This is some of the same stuff we're doing. I don't have it in here. It's in the bedroom, but I got a big 1,000 amp hour. It's a 100 amp hour battery. It's 100 amp hour. It's about this big, and that battery goes in a box, and then there is an omnidirectional camera that hangs on the front of that box. And inside the box, there's an N radio that connects to the cellular service. That box is completely autonomous for 5 days. I can stick it somewhere. It's got lights on the camera. The camera pan tilts and zooms. It's got 2 cameras on it, one stationary and one that moves. And I've got enough to set up 2 of these completely. So when a hurricane comes this year, if I'm close enough, I'm driving to there, and I'm going to put these on the poles, and then I'm going to drive back, and they'll sit up on those telephone poles for a day or so until the storm gets there. Hopefully we put them in the right spot. It's one of those things. There's a lot of guesswork, but we did try. We tested them out in that last storm, and I actually got footage of my homestead where I grew up, getting 19 inches of water inside for the 3rd time getting water inside in 2 years. And we captured it live with a remote camera, so that was pretty cool. I mean, it was tragic and cool at the same time. All right, I'm going to put on the scanners for a minute. I'll be right back.
Station 28 to Dino with the station manager.
894.
Sir. I will have them drop the food off at that location. Sir.
Engine 67, Squad 89, SIC ALS, 3033, Turtle Creek Road. Quint 27, fire alarm. 4400 East Washington Boulevard.
11162 Ohio Avenue.
Unit D, Delta.
Information only. Sure, copy.
Engine 184, Squad 182, Medical Rescue, 656, North Fairplex Drive. In the parking lot of Meat Market and a gray Kia Optima. PD en route.
Rescue 11. Breathing difficulty 2618 West 7th Street.
Canyon Operations, Ventura County.
Go ahead, Ventura.
Engine M Squad 130, injury ALS 45221, North 30th Street West, room 229229.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're kind of low, but South Option has a question on someone who can go home.
A native third. waiting for us to get back to them if they want to know if we need to.
Metro Light Force 11, do you have a closer 800 ambulance?
Stand by. I'll have planning box landline to you or south obstruct.
Sure, copy.
Rescue 13.
Planning ops lit.
Rescue 13. Psychiatric emergency intersection at Alvarado and Wilshire.
Engine 17, Squad 124, overdose 24839, Alder Boats Drive.
Resources were filled for tomorrow for the division's request. South Ops is staying on duty right now but wants to go home, so we got to make sure all those orders are in before they leave.
Operations of Ventura back. If you can, if Planning Ops is going to contact, have them contact FCC. We'll have the police to
Metro from Rescue Center. Confirming we were canceled.
Getting an order in Ventura, Planning Ops. We'll have orders in within 15 minutes.
Ventura, copy.
Ventura, LPF Patrol 61 on command.
Deputy 11, take care, copy that. Break, Division Mike, operations on command.
Operation for Battalion 14 on command.
Go ahead.
Metro Engine 66, confirming LAPD is attached.
Team, go ahead.
Engine 66, yes.
Does not need that Gulf Strike team, and he has no additional requests for night resources.
All right, Joe, sorry, you're cut off, so no on the Gulf Strike team and no additional requests.
Metro Engine 35 attached to the ALS ambulance.
Engine 35, Rescue 35.
26. Affirmative, no need for a Gulf Strike team or any other resources for tonight.
You're going to go back to ICP for tomorrow's planning practice with that run. And additionally, if you can pass on the division mic before you lose comms, food will get delivered. You're talking to so Temescal down there, and I'll move the fuel center up there so we can rotate engine to get fuel.
Rescue 837.
Okay, copy that. I'm going to pass by engine 26. I'll have them relay that message when they
Engine
reach
112,
division mic's location.
Engine 84, Squad 84, testing 47553 North 92nd Street West.
Engine 57,
With Temescal.
Truck 164, child collision, BLS, South Alameda Street, cross of Randolph Street, PDNR. Quint and Squad 20, entry ALS 14879, South Carmenita Road, extra space storage.
803 person down, intersection, Big Soul and 8th Street. All right, yeah, and I'm not seeing anything new out here, guys. I'm looking for new video, any other video on any of this, on the fires or storm chasers. Not a lot going on.
Engine 194 outside of investigation. 14644, Los Angeles Road.
What's a hell of a lightning storm they're capturing on that drop box.
Truck 185, Squad 187, Anselmo ALS 1555 West Grand Avenue. Engine 38, Squad 172, unconscious, 600 over, Unit 1.
Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that.
Medical rescue 1138.
Thank you very much. Means a lot on here, I'll tell you. All right, guys, and hey, we do this every night. I do take every now and then I take Saturdays off, but I do this pretty much every night on here. If there's not a lot of news, then we talk about topics. I do all kinds of topics, everything from paranormal and UFOs. We talk about some sci-fi shows on here. We also talk a lot of weather, space weather, and science. And we do a lot of radio stuff, two-way radios, propagation, ham radio. So it's a neat channel where we cover a lot of different topics that are all loosely related to science. And of course, covering emergencies is another thing that we do. Every night I come on at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'm on for 2 or 3 hours covering whatever happens to be going on out there. And we not only cover it live with the Radar Omega, but we also cover it live with Flight Tracker and all of our other resources that we have here at our disposal. And we also have the ability here at Starship Studios, we have the ability to broadcast out on 9 streams simultaneously. We have 2 different channels, Starship Adventures and Starship After Dark, and we have the ability from all these different machines that you see around the room here, 9 different machines. We've got a Linux machine and everything else is Windows 10. And each of these units has the ability to broadcast out a live stream of something. And then I've got cameras hooked up to some, mics hooked up to some, whatever. They all do different things. Some have amateur radios hooked up to them where we actually broadcast things that are going on amateur radio as well. This is our main channel, and this is my main computer doing the feed. And like I said, I go on every night at 9 p.m. and I put up a grid. And on that grid, I try to put some things that are going on around the world, whether it's rolling cameras or rolling brush fire, whatever it is. I try to put up views from around the world, hence the name of the show, The Sights and Sounds of Earth. I didn't know what to name this thing, so I came up with that. The Sights and Sounds of Earth. And yeah, the fire is headed towards Santa Clarita, although I don't know if it's going to actually rip through there tonight or anything, but it is heading in that direction. Yeah, when I was doing paranormal research, I ran Florida Paranormal Research for a while. I was my group. I ran it for about 8 years. I did broadcasting on Justin TV. This was a long time ago. But one of the things we used to study was energy states. And I do believe that the ghost you're trying to contact has to be willing to contact you and you willing to contact them. But I think the most important factor is not that. The most important factor is the electromagnetic environment. I think that, why do you think people always see a ghost sitting on the foot of the bed in this one room at this one hotel? It's because there's an electromagnetic field there. There's something there that makes it conducive for that contact to happen. And so I was really into the environment more than I was the ghosts. I wanted to figure out what environment. We were using colored lights. We were exciting the room by using different kinds of wireless chargers and things like that. We were using electromagnetic fields. We were producing the fields. And what we would find was if we electromagnetically stimulate an area, people begin to see more paranormal activity there. And so there was a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm really into the environment when it comes to that. And so that's a lot of my study. So if you guys, if you're into that kind of thing, on a night when there's not a bunch of news going on, this is the kind of stuff we talk about. I really get into this stuff. I'm a retired firefighter. I made it all the way to fire chief and took an early retirement because of my back. And here I am. I'm a broadcaster now. I've been in broadcasting for 14 years, and I currently produce the #1 talk radio show in Southwest Florida, and I've been doing it for about 7 years. So I'm very established there. I like to do that, but I also like to do my own thing here on YouTube. And this channel's been growing. It's taken a long time. I've been broadcasting now for 5 years here on YouTube, and I've been trying to settle in and find exactly what works and what doesn't work. And I'm having some success with this show, and so we're going to keep doing this and see how it goes. But it is starting to work. We're starting to get our numbers back up where they need to be, and doing good. We've had some good numbers tonight. I do appreciate everybody that's come in. Give us a like and a subscribe if you would. We'd appreciate it. And let folks know we're out here. It is so hard on YouTube because if no one's ever recommended me and my keywords don't match what they're looking for, they'll never find me. It's one of those hard things. So you got to find different ways to get out to people. We're currently working right now on integrating a bunch of social media into a single program I'm going to pay for, and we're looking at that. And I'm going to try to find other ways to get people to come into our show here on YouTube. And but it's going to take a little bit of while. It's going to take a little bit of time to get all that done. Yeah, I can certainly pull that up on a map again and show you guys where we're at. Okay, here we go. This is the map. Let's see here. All right, you see the shaded area right here? This is the canyon fire. This is the estimate out of 40 minutes ago. This is where they think it is right here. And this is Santa Clarita right over here. See Santa Clarita down here and the areas around there. Valverde, it's already pretty much coming into that area now, and Housley Canyon. And it's going to get over here and probably cross 5 at some point unless they get it stopped. I noticed the topography down here. There's a lot of residential down here where they've cleared all the land like this, and that does give you a nice natural fire break. So, I mean, they may be able to get it stopped up here before it gets to 5. Same thing down here. They've cleared large areas for these housing communities, and they usually have a bit of a buffer zone, so it gives you an opportunity to hopefully stop some of this. Maybe it won't make it all the way over to Santa Clarita, and maybe it won't be a big conflagration, but that's where we're at. This is the fire. I'll show you the other views I have. This is the view of hot spots, and oh, is it going to reset me all the way back out? I hate that. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go back there. This shows you the hot spots, and Santa Clarita is right off the camera here to the right. Let's see, I'll back out one. Santa Clarita is right over here. These are where all the hot spots are being seen by satellite, and you can see the hot spots are way outside where the actual fire boundary is, according to Cal Fire. And so basically, I would tend to believe at this point that this thing has grown quite a bit bigger, and you can see it's working its way over to I-5 there. So that's all. When I'm looking at that, and then finally, this is the evacuation map, and again, this is the current emergency incidents from Cal Fire, and what this basically shows you here, the fire started right here. This is the ignition point, and it's burning north and east. Santa Clarita is south and east. So the push seems to be more up to the north and the east. So again, maybe not a direct threat to downtown Santa Clarita here, but it is going to probably go through north of that, unless they can get it stopped. The areas in pink are evacuation areas where evacuation orders have already been issued. The yellow areas are areas where evacuation orders are pending, and those people should be ready to move on a moment's notice. And you can see there all the different areas, all these different large neighborhoods down in here that are all under that evacuation warning, including a large portion of that industrial park as well. that it says Cass Industry, evacuation warning for that area. Castaic Industry, I guess. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yep, so there you go, and we're just going to have to watch that as it continues to come in. We'll be covering this again tomorrow night for sure. I'm not going to stay on much longer. Just so folks know, I work several jobs and then I come home and do this. So I'm a busy guy, and I normally do about 2 hours a night. Although I always say that and I end up doing 2.5 or 3, and yeah, sure enough, we're at 2.5 now. But that's okay. I do enjoy doing this. You know, I do it because I do it. And this is one last map I wanted to show you. This is hot spots. Again, this is where they're seeing hot spots from space. Might have a spot over out here. So I don't know. But there you go. This is just another map that I have the availability of. It shows hot spots from space. So there you go. And this again is, if you look on the radar, on the plane map here, you'll see exactly what I was talking to you guys about. You can see where they're dropping water here. They're dropping water all in here because the fire is coming up this valley here, and there's houses all along here. And that's why these choppers are literally dropping water down behind all these houses trying to save them. This is what the topography looks like down there. See, there's houses along the ridge tops. And that fire burns up that side so fast. Remember, fire burns up a hill 3 times faster than it burns down the other side. So if your house is at the top of the hill, you're going to have this shit coming on you really hard. And that's why they lose so many houses on top of the hills. Where if you have a house down by the river or by the lake or down in the valley, they tend not to burn up as much. The reason is because when you're at the top of the hill, you have an accelerating fire coming at you. When you're at the bottom of the hill, it's basically a decelerating fire. So that's why that is. I'm sick of that thing not coming up. I just moved it, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's not coming up right, but it should come up right now. Thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. Makes a big difference. We're here every night, except some Saturdays, and the occasional sick day. But I'm here just about every night. All right, and we do also tropics. We do the tropics. We do tornadoes. We do science fiction. We do paranormal. We do science. We do all kinds of fun stuff here, and we've covered all that already tonight. I will go ahead and run down here the main information on this fire. This fire saw a rapid ignition today. Ignition was at about 1:30 p.m. Today, a local time. And within approximately 3 hours, this fire had ballooned to from 30 acres to 1,000 acres, and has now reached about 1.6 square miles. In Los Angeles County, about 4,200 residents and 1,400 structures are under a mandatory evacuation order, with an additional 12,500 residents under warnings. Ventura County currently has 56 people. They were evacuated from the Lake Peru recreational area. Containment is at 0% as of late Thursday. Contributing conditions: extreme heat, low humidity, rugged terrain, and dry vegetation are all driving up the fire's rapid expansion and complicated firefighting efforts. Firefighting response: over 250 firefighters are actively engaged in battling the blaze, supported by aircraft and mutual aid. The fire is burning south of Lake Peru and just north of Castaic, in an area previously impacted by the Hughes fire earlier in 2025. Like I said, that will help if it's burning through areas that have already burned. That will help because that area will not be clogged up with old growth and undergrowth and things like that. So that's a good thing. That a local state of emergency has been declared actively. Additional resources and coordination across jurisdictions are now being done in response to the fire's rapid acceleration. The Gifford fire, which is that big fire I showed you nearby, is currently the state's largest fire, and it is covering 154 square miles. I worked at a fire district that was only 33 square miles. That was my whole fire district, dude. Holy shit. That's a big fire. We don't measure fires in square miles down here. I will admit, we do prescribe burning in our forests down here, and we don't have this big problem like they do out in California. They quit prescribed burning their forests out there, and they just let them build up and build up and build up, and pretty soon it's explosive. All right, and that's what I have on that. And it looks like when it comes to our storms that we were watching, it does look like the storms are starting to calm down. And I'm going to take a look back over there in just a second here. Let me see if we've got any more chopper activity here. Yeah, they're all up here filling their buckets. Boy, they are working this thing. I got to give them credit. They are working this thing. They still have 6 choppers active.
For right to the apparent natural.
Quick 29. Medical Rescue 13119 East Parkwood Place. Engine N Squad 90, Medical Rescue 11039 Dotson Street.
Rescue Ambulance 26, Division Alpha 26, Command. Division Alpha, Command. Go for 26. Go for 26. Rescue Ambulance 26, Division Alpha. Rescue Ambulance 26, Division Alpha. Division Alpha, Rescue Ambulance 26, go ahead. Division Alpha, Rescue Ambulance 26, go ahead. Can you head over to Fire Station 28? Can you head over to Fire Station? The engineer on Water Tender 40 wants to be
Engine
assessed.
85, Squad 154, difficulty breathing, 805 West Arrow Highway.
RA-26 copy. RA-26 copy.
Engine 131, public assist, 38223 North B Court.
It's weird that echo we're getting is actually a Ventura radio and an LA County radio. And I think they must have shit patched together, is all I can figure. Thanks, Ding. Yeah, the subscribe helps, guys. Thank you very much. We're starting to claw back at it. I got a burst of subs one night, and next thing you know, I have to spend 2 weeks watching the numbers go down instead of up. It was a little depressing, but we're kind of planing out here, and I'm actually getting plus now. I'm back on the plus side a little bit, so that's nice. It literally is the most important metric. You know, I sit around at work, we wait for the Nielsen book to drop. Are we going to be the #1 station, you know, and the Nielsen book, it's all about the Nielsen ratings. But on YouTube, it's all about the like and the subscribe. You know, that's what does it on here.
No, boyfriend? No. And believe me, I could have with Tracy, 100%. There's no way I did.
21, go ahead for operations. 21, go ahead for operations. Okay,
I've worked it out. We do radio checks on V3 with every single division on the fire. So you can do a radio check with Ventura, DNC, FCC on V3. As long as it works, we're good to switch to it.
I didn't want to do that, dude.
For 3 for all divisions on the Canyon Fire tomorrow.
You're broken. Can you repeat the last?
We're going to be using LA County V3 for all divisions on the Canyon incident tomorrow.
That's affirmative, assuming the radio testing for all divisions on V3 tonight works.
I'll talk with Division Mike or one of the crews up there and we'll do some radio tests.
4265 Marina City Drive.
Copy. Yeah, as long as it works on all divisions, they're good with going and not having to patch anything.
50151.
Copy.
Yes, I would say you're safe in Beverly Hills for sure. This is over near Santa Clarita.
And Rescue 11, cardiac arrest, intersection 6 and Parkview Street.
Quit 104 squad.
Yeah,
107,
Beverly Hills, you
testing.
are fine.
20
It would not make it over there for a while. But yeah.
Quit 147 squad 16 unconscious. 3136 Flower Street, Unit A Alpha. Engine 23, Squad 98. Difficulty breathing 16910. Woodruff Avenue. Via del
Yeah,
Sol,
you,
Post
this
Acute,
is way up
room
in Santa
15A
Clarita,
Alpha,
so
15A Alpha.
it's just pretty far away. I don't. It's definitely nothing I would be worried about. It would have to go through a lot to get to you. So yeah, I think you're pretty good there. It's like I said, it's to the left or to the west of Santa Clarita right now, and it is moving east towards like the intersection of 126 and I-5, and which is right, coming into just north of Santa Clarita.
Quit N Squad 20, Big ALS 13202, Curtis Avenue, King Road. Quint N Squad 30, SIG ALS 19003, Weiser Avenue. Weissnut.
Yeah, Brian, stay go for Sierra.
We got a Charlie strike team. Can you use them?
Six, 1362 West 35th Street.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be north of Santa Clarita. It's the north suburbs of Santa Clarita. It's going to go through there. If it continues to expand out, it will eventually expand over to Santa Clarita as well. But the actual main thrust of it looks like it's going to pass off north of that. I agree.
I'm Branch 10 minutes. Good.
We have a Charlie strike team available. Can you use them?
Now you can see here on this map, they've got Santa Clarita here. You can see it right down here. It is not an evacuation area. It's when you get past on the other side of Castaic Junction there, you've got that industrial park, and then all up I-5 here. This is all where it is, all up here.
Okay, I'll get you down.
So yeah, like we said, it looks like it's going to burn through north of Santa Clarita proper, which is down over here. May go off this way because it is burning up in that direction.
Negative, that's for tomorrow's plan.
Okay, let's go back to here. All right, we'll do a quick reset. Hello, everybody. My name is Ian. This is Starship Adventures. And it's getting pretty late. I'm going to be signing off here pretty quick. But I think what I might do, if people want, I can keep this up for a little while. Maybe. Let me see. I'm thinking about it. I may just leave this up for an hour or two, and then I'll come out and shut it down. But I need to head to bed soon.
Engine 17, squad 28.
But anyway, yeah, this is Starship Adventures. Let's get back over to the main grid, and we'll see what's going on around. We're here every night. If you guys are just joining us, this is Starship Adventures, and we're here every night. This is the sights and sounds of Earth. And if we don't have a bunch of breaking news like we do tonight, then we'll do discussions about all kinds of different things. We have all kinds of different things we cover here. Mostly are somewhat science related, but a lot of really cool stuff. And you may find it to be a refreshing change from your normal news channels. I'm not a big, huge channel, so I'm interactive with everybody in the chat room, which is kind of a nice thing. All right, let's see here. Oop, I think I need to refresh that page.
Dr. 5. Copter 5 airborne, you're on Indian incident. We have a 12-minute ET. We have 3 souls on board BLS. Advise alarm positive AFS.
21 Chesapeake.
All right,
12
I
South
think
Flower Street.
I think with this going on, what I'm going to do, yeah, thanks, Victor. You too, and thanks for being here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on for a while, and I'm going to switch to the flight tracker view like this, and yeah, we'll do this here. Let me just get this set up here, and then we'll leave it like that.
Copter 5, positive AFS. 5 copy, thank you.
Live fire scanner. There we go.
Division mic operations. Go ahead, Mike. I need you to do a radio test for me on LA County 3 to see if LA County and Ventura County can pick it up. Confirming Victor 3. Susanna plan, it's LA County V3. Roger.
Enter 141, squad 187, stick ALS 1225.
20 copy accident, northbound 110, the Hollywood Freeway. 21 en route.
Any unit that's net, radio check, division mic.
Okay, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off myself, but I'm going to leave the channel running for a little while. and this is the Canyon Fire live coverage, and I'm going to switch to a static coverage for a little while, and then I'll come back out in a little while and shut it down. I hope everybody enjoys it, and for those of you affected out there, I will leave the scanner up for you guys going for the next few hours here. So enjoy, continue to use the chat room if you would like, and I will check in a little while. This is Starship Adventures. My name's Ian. Thanks for being with us tonight, and the adventure continues in static mode. Have a good night, everybody.
Operation staging. Go ahead. Operation staging. I have a fuel tender here that showed up. BNC looking for a location. You want them?
13, cardiac arrest, intersection, Alvarado.
Private water tender. VNC fuel tender.
Rescue 11, we're available. Put us in place of Rescue 13.
Okay, have them head up Pyro Canyon and make a stage at the gates at Rancho Temescal. That's right before the dam.
Engine 16 cancel, engine 16 cancel.
Copy up. Pyro Canyon, stage before the dam. Ventura Operations, can you do a check on V3?
Operations Ventura on V3, I copy you. Ventura, touchdown.
Ventura on V3.
Operations Ventura on VNC Command 2.
Engine and squad 183, injury ALS 896 East 4th Street.
Rescue 900, engine 10, sick person, 800, West Washington Boulevard.
Battalion 21, operations, I think we're good with V3 for tomorrow's plan.
Engine 11, you can cancel rescue.
Battalion 21, operations, copy that traffic.
Show them off with us.
Battalion 21 copies on
Engine 11, roger. So rescue 11 on scene.
Operations Battalion 21 on V3.
Operations Division Zulu, when able.
Engine 153, engine 151, battalion 16 and 2. Modified structure fire, 225 West Whitcomb Avenue, utilize command 3030.
Copy.
Engine 10,
Attendant plan for tomorrow
medical
is
alarm,
swap the command.
1016
LA County V3.
East Bradwick Street.
Yep, copy that. I'm picking up both now. County Battalion 47, comm leader 8, radio check. How do you copy?
Comm leader Battalion 47, I copy you loud and clear.
When you're on LA County V3 at your location.
Negative, I bumped back to Command 2, Ventura County.
Copy. Can you try LA County V3?
Step standby.
LA County comm leader, this is Battalion 47 on LA County V3. How do you copy? Operations Battalion 21 on command.
921, go ahead.
Yeah, I copy. You tested. This is V3 and it's all working. At the ICP here, V3 does not work, so the two channels are patched. Everyone at the command post will remain on command 2 and know differently that it'll be transmitting on V3.
Okay, for the command post it might be different, but V3 was way more clear for Division Mike than Command 2.
Metro from SK 94.
Just to clarify, every single division is going to switch to V3, and only the ICP will remain on command 2. Is that correct?
09, sick person, 1322 South Valencia Street.
A landline. Copy.
Mention 33, can cancel Rescue 21. Rescue 21, you can cancel.
2448 Titus Avenue, across the dead end.
Branch Dan operation.
Metro Rescue 892, are we still staging? For DTA, standby. Intersection Alameda and Chavez.
Division Mike, Utility 40.
Command 2.
Engine and Squad 182 to KLS, 1010 West Holt, 12A Alpha, Fillmore please.
Van Nuys with you now.
Copy, you get to leave, yay.
we'll probably be back at 10 and 11.
Yeah, we're going to launch again. We're going to be out of here in about 15 minutes. We'll be back launching at 10:30.
All right.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And this summer, we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable.
LA County, the location for the field.
Metro Rescue 71, cancel engine 71. He's getting up Piper Canyon Road, just shy of
Guys, I just switched to the scanner queue, which means that instead of all that mess you were just hearing, you should hear nice, smooth, clear traffic now. This is that new program we've been working on. We're going to try it. Here it is.
Go ahead for staging.
Do you know what location for the field tester?
He's going to be headed up Piper Canyon Road, just shy of the bridge, towards the dam.
Copy. Do you know the location for the field tester?
He's going to be headed up Piper Canyon Road, just shy of the bridge, towards the dam.
Copy.
51-year-old person, custody Esperanza.
Rescue 6, cardiac arrest, 320 North Madison Avenue.
Operation staging when able.
79, person down, 840 West 149th Street.
Southbound. Currently it's 2,200 going into town.
Metro from Engine 90 Assessment Company for EMG.
County Engine 76, Utility 40, command you.
LA County, Engine 76.
90, roger. Force 90.
The PD currently has no ETA. Continue to stage.
Yeah, fuel tender's supposed to be at the entrance to that Temescal Ranch you're coming up on here shortly, but they're not there yet. It's going to be another 20, 30 minutes probably.
LA County, Engine 76.
Yeah, fuel tender's supposed to be at the entrance to that Temescal Ranch you're coming up on here shortly, but they're not there yet. It's going to be another 20, 30 minutes probably.
Engine 76, copy. Engine 76, copy.
Rescue 74, range difficulty, 109.22, white gate.
Utility 40 from Engine 26, command 2.
Go ahead, Brian.
Metro Rescue 15, show us en route. MVC is not populated.
Rescue 15, roger.
Can't get the kid on tack, but we just passed the fuel tender coming up through Pyrie right now. We're still going to continue to get fuel at 28. Told fit is to stage at Temescal Ranch. He'll be up there in less than 10.
I copy. Thank you.
40 from Engine 26, command 2.
Go ahead, Brian.
Can't get you on tack, but we just passed the fuel tender coming up through Pyrie right now. We're still going to continue to get fuel at 28. Told fit is to stage at Temescal Ranch. He'll be up there in less than 10.
I copy. Thank you.
Staging operations, go ahead. Operation staging, 1412 Charlie has arrived here in staging.
Be our last drop and we'll be off for fuel. Okay, I copy. It'll be a fuel and return. I'll give you guys a call. Just hold so we can come back out and make sure the MRVs will working. Okay, copy that. We'll plan on shutting down and we'll wait for a call from you. Copy.
Copy 1412 Charlie, stand by. Break. Branch 10 operations.
Branch 10 operations.
Operations go for Branch 10.
Paul, do you have another need? need for another Charlie, or you want to bed him down for tomorrow's plan?
Let's bed him down.
Copy that. Staging a copy. We'll bed 1412 Charlie down for tomorrow's plan, and then planning ops. 1412 Charlie will be available for tomorrow's operational period.
Do you have another need for another Charlie, or you want to bed him down for tomorrow's plan? Let's bed him down. Copy that. Staging a copy. We'll bed 1412 Charlie down for tomorrow's plan, and then planning ops. 1412 Charlie will be available for tomorrow's operational period.
Staging copies.
Grade 9, difficult respiration, 11321, check. Rescue 74, bus route.
Planning ops operations.
Looks like you guys are mapping the fire again. Hey, before you guys check out, can you guys give me what your acreage is?
Medic Engine 46, Medic 434, sick person, 2333 Yosemite.
Will do. This is Chief Perkins. Okay, copy that. We'll come back to you on air tactics. We just had to reset the geofocus. Need us a minute.
Planning ops operations on command.
Hello, Tanker 47.
Truck 54, RA50, you guys can cancel on your discretion.
Tanker 47, how's it on the rotor?
Yeah, we got about 50 minutes on station of fuel.
Was that 50 or 15?
50.
So copy.
1-1.
Okay, I copy.
Engine and rescue 21, assault 1279 East 53rd Street.
Operations Division. Division Zulu on command. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I'd like to release squad 149. I no longer have a need. The cruiser being released off my division.
Okay. We could put 149 and go back available to LA, or they're going to go to 143s.
Division Zulu on command. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Okay, I'd like to release squad 149. I no longer have a need. The cruiser being released off my division.
Okay. We could put 149 going back available to LA, or they're going to go to 143s.
Yeah, probably 149s. Yeah, probably 149s.
Yeah, copy. And then I don't know if you heard the conversation with Helco about that piece to see if there's any retardant need for reinforcement where you guys hit a dead end, but...
726, 7555 westbound. Copy that. They're working on Mike, is that correct?
Roger.
TDR right now until the MRB set up, but Helco's just kind of trying to get the night on where we need to use the MRB once it's in service.
Copy. And then I don't know if you heard the conversation with Helco about that piece to see if there's any retardant need for reinforcement where you guys hit a dead end, but if you have any better ideas and you want to direct them in, go ahead, feel free to hit them up.
Copy that. They're working on Mike, is that correct?
The heavies are working on a Sierra right now until the MRB set up, but Helco's just kind of trying to get the game plan for tonight on where we need to use the MRB once it's in service.
270 traffic action intersection of Yolanda and Madison.
Go ahead, for Zulu.
Go ahead, for Zulu. Do you have phone reception where you're at? I do not.
Okay, just trying to see how far you guys progressed to.
Yeah, if you hold the road until it
to a dead. We flipped out at that point right there. It's pretty well into the county.
Holzer Road until it comes to a dead end. We flipped out at that point right there. It's pretty well into the county.
Hey, firm, just know that if you follow that road on top of command all the way out till dead end.
Next rescue 862 on scene. We're here at the bike path. We walk the bike path. We find nobody having anything. Now we close it false.
But if you look at the topography, it's flipped out.
Seizure 11617 as ours. Yep, got it.
850, abdominal pain, 2581 North Chaucer Street. Built respiratory engine. Engine 21, you can discontinue. Injury 310 North Main Street.
Operation Number 4.
Far 11, rubbish fire, 533 South Fremont.
Copter 5, go ahead for operations on command. Operation Copter 5, you can show us on scene and order in contact with Elko. We'll line you out on the priorities up there in JR Papa.
Engine 71, rescue 837 Falls, 1021 North Stone Canyon Road.
Landing engine 91, public service 407 Rondo. That's your Helltaker 40. Helltaker 40, go ahead.
And then rescue 34, immediate dispatch, cardiac arrest, 2155 South Arlington Avenue.
Helltaker 40, we're inbound Camarillo for fuel and waiting until the MRV will be set up. We'll call you on the ground.
Cardiac arrest, 4155 South Arlington, Channel 16.
Enter.
If we find no one, do you have anything further? Rescue 804, stand by, we'll try to call back. Advise if you make contact. TV Metro. Dive Joe. The dog, is that running loose? They're unsecured, their gate is open to the residents with no people inside at this point.
Roger. Stand by.
Metro, truck 88, can we get an ALS rescue?
88, roger. That'll be a rescue 88.
434. Medic 434, can you show us on scene and
09 en route.
434.
Rescue 804, callback goes to voicemail. You're unable to locate at the Chevron gas station. We have nothing further. Metro from 804, we made contact.
We're about 6 miles south of the dip, and we'll be headed in the dip looking for Helltaker 47.
Hey, we got you in sight. We're just now coming out of the dip. We're going to be a right-hand turn up towards that school.
Good, copy for 5, we'll be looking for you.
4 roger.
7 for 5, we got you in sight.
operations from training 18, command. Okay, go ahead. Hey, we're having the engineer from water tender 40 being transported by RA-26 to Simi Valley Hospital, code 2.
So, water tender 40 is out of service.
Training 18, command. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, we're having the engineer from water tender 40 being transported by RA-26 to Simi Valley Hospital, code 2.
Okay, so, water tender 40 is out of service.
That's correct. We still have a firefighter here, but no engineer.
Okay, break. IC operations.
That's correct. We still have a firefighter here, but no engineer.
Okay,
break. IC operations.
Ventura operations, let's make note. Green medical, non-emergent, engineer water tender 40 being transported to Simi Valley Hospital for a knee injury. I'd like to backfill an RA to station 28 until 26 completes their transport. Operation Ventura, copy. RA 26, take engineer off water tender 40, Simi Valley, green tag, knee injury. And request the RA take their place now.
Medical, non-emergent, engineer water tender 40 being transported to Simi Valley Hospital for a knee injury. I'd like to backfill an RA to station 28 until 26 completes their transport.
Operation Ventura, copy. RA 26, take engineer off water tender 40, Simi Valley, green tag, knee injury. And request the RA take their place now. I hear planning ops operations.
61, rescue 68, fall, intersection 64 in Wilshire.
Operations.
816, 13280, drone fuel.
They're going to be working the same area, structure defense.
About 474 is clear.
Okay, copy. Victor 40, Helco.
Officer Ventura back. Do you want the additional RA to be code 2 or code or no code? Or code or no code?
Depending on where they're coming from, if it's 42s, it could be no code. If it's further, we'll move from code to 28.
Sure, copy. It'll be RA 42 out of 40. It'll be RA 42 out of 40.
Metro exit 79 with your 800 ambulance. 79, be rescue 857 in quarters.
RA 42 respond no code to station.
Back down to the lagoon.
Canyon Fire.
Side there off our 10 o'clock, I believe.
266, seizure, 1004 Slauson Avenue. We'll take it.
Five, copy. Yeah, we're headed towards the big lake right now. Understand you're using the lower, the smaller lake?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, just right in front of us, that lagoon, that's where we get the water out of.
Okay, good copy. We'll follow you in. We're just taking a good look at the wires and hazards in the area.
7, transformer, 160 at 14 Tribune. Yeah, there's some wires not too tall, but if we come out of here, should be no problem. Should be any factor.
Five, copy.
4, you're attached with your engine to the injury. 310 North Main Street, rescue 809 cancel.
RA 41 move up, cover station 40.
On the wires.
Five, copy.
We're also staying a little bit higher on our drop.
Sick person, 321 West 90th Street. Engine 13, rescue 26, typical respirations, intersection Venice, Vermont. Abdominal pain, 265 West 2nd Street.
Alright, 30 good. Alright, 30 clear quarters. Alright, 30 and engine 35 clear quarters. Engine 37 medical, 445 I've got no medical. Alright, Wilson Park view.
848 for Metro.
Ventura, RA 30. We'll handle that call in place of engine 37. They're unaware.
I'll be RA 30. Engine 37 cancel.
Paramedic 681.
681 good.
Paramedic 681, clear call and off duty for the night. Thank you.
Engine 37 cancel.
106, you can release all of those. Metro engine 71, you can attach rescue 71 for pain management.
71 rider, rescue 71's attached.
Turn to 13, station GOA, cancel rescue.
Division Sierra, branch 10 on command.
Division Sierra, branch 10 on command.
Branch 13, roger. Rescue 26, cancel. Metro from SU 837, cancel. 837, yes, cancel. 837, roger.
Division Papa, branch 10 on command.
Over 5. Hey, look, how much flight time you guys have left for tonight? You guys swap crews? We swap crews, but basically I'm still flying earlier in the day, but we could probably do maybe about 3 to 4 hours. Okay, copy. We've got about 10 minutes left on station. I'm going to give Helco over to you. I'll go back to Van Nuys and fuel up, come back, and then we'll evaluate the MRV. Good copy for 5. We'll pick up Helco until you're back.
Branch 10, Division Papa, go ahead.
Branch 10, Division Papa, go ahead.
Yeah, if you can make contact with Ian 4 in your division and have him give me a call on my cell when able, I'd appreciate it.
Copy that, battalion 40 or so.
Dozers up here in the area that we've been dropping, but we're just trying to cool off some of these flare-ups closest to the school.
Okay, good copy for 5. Appreciate it. We'll see where you drop and probably do a quick orbit, get our SA, and then make our drop.
Branch 10 from Rescue 36, immediate dispatch seizure, 1199 Seaside Avenue. From Sierra, Task Force 4 is actually in.
Operation Helco, go.
From Sierra, Task Force 4 is actually in.
Operation Helco, go.
Just inside, I'll follow you around.
Yeah, Division Sierra, you were cut off. Go for branch 10.
Yes, cover Copter 5 in Turgio traffic.
Cover Copter 5 in Turgio traffic.
Hey, branch 10, Task Force 4, battalion 4 is assigned to Sierra, but you got your traffic.
Hey, branch 10, Task Force 4, battalion 4 is assigned to Sierra, but you got your traffic.
Okay, I copy that, and same with you when you get a chance. If you can reach me on my cell, nothing urgent.
Copy.
You when you get a chance, you can reach me on my cell, nothing urgent.
Copy.
We already 30 to locate. All we have is Fire 10 or 40, go ahead.
On the rotor. Go for 5. Okay, you've got Helco cleared out with operations. It'll be just yourself and 47, and we'll be back out in 30. 5 copies, we'll see you at 30.
Service. 445, copies canceled. Copy, already 30. Was this on TV? Already 30, was this on TV? We're landed at Cambria. Under.
Metro 862, are we still staging? 892, yes. 866. Engine 66 on the radio, rescue 846, assault 5223 South Normandy, channel 16.
Newhall Pass at 27 at South Mountain.
3, Train 5, intersection of Vessel and Tarzana. Rescue 18, transferred 12170, monogram. It's 73, rescue 83 now, South 6521, Reseda.
Welcome back, Mike.
Yo, how tall is everybody?
We're the only ones here, and we're staying right outside the TFR, and right around 3,000.
Okay.
Metro from Rescue 866, we're clearing hospital. We'll take that run for our engine.
We just got cleared to go back and get fuel, so we're going to go and land, and we'll be back for the 11th.
Okay. Hey, Joe, you on O2?
Metro Fire Life Force 64 at LEPD for repaired natural.
Life Force 64, roger, LAPD, DB natural.
You guys haven't, we don't even know what these guys look like, so yeah, Chewy's going to have to ask all that. But they're definitely in that house, and they have the loot with them.
Stand by.
Hug at the fence and flip it over, because we didn't see them. Supply, it's kind of a mess, and it's got 2 cars back there.
Rescue 866, remain available.
Sierra, branch 10.
Sierra, branch
10. Rescue 803, injury 2803 East Lancaster Avenue.
Coming in the dip, got 47 in, but I know that.
Can I confirm that I have DWB notified? We do not have a transformer fire of any indication of that. We do have 3 houses without power. The address we were dispatched to would be a good contact for DWB to respond and find out where the service was disconnected.
Right, we'll let them know.
Metro Engine 87 notified DWB also that we have not found any wires down or any fire department need to be here. No static problem.
Roger.
You guys park around Magic Mountain. Does that TFR reach down there yet?
That's pretty much where we were, Magic Mountain, and we're just going east and west outside the TFR, and we're able to get some good shots that way.
Okay, thanks. I don't think you can see down through it anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, we're 3,000 to 3,500. Nine was here earlier. He was up as high as 4.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Rescue 27, overdose, 1738 North Whitley Avenue.
Paramedic 663.
Talk to that air attack guy?
No, since we're outside the TFR, I didn't talk to him.
Okay.
Metro Rescue 866, we're available in our first day. Cancel the engine and cancel Rescue 846. Put us on that run.
We'll attach you in place of 846, engine 66, continue through, due to distance. Rescue 846, cancel.
Agent, go ahead. I've got another Charlie strike team who's down here.
I've got another Charlie strike team who's down here.
for chest pain, 3866 South Cocoa Avenue.
9440, Charlie.
9440, Charlie.
Stand by real quick. Break, branch 10, operation.
Stand by real quick. Break, branch 10, operation.
Operations for branch 10. Give me a minute. Let me check with the divisions, but I think we're leaning towards bedding them down. Break, Division Sierra, branch 10.
36, Rescue 246, difficult respiration, 1607 West King Boulevard. Bar 64, Rescue 257, difficult respiration, 536 West 102nd Street. Rescue 809, traffic accident, intersection San Pedro and 3rd Street.
And give me a minute. Let me check with the divisions, but I think we're leaning towards bedding them down. Break, Division Sierra, branch 10.
Branch 10, go for Sierra.
Are you in need of a charge strike team that's available?
Yeah, Branch 10, go for Sierra.